baby. God damn. We chilling, bro. We chilling.
Where you at, man?
Never leave my house.
I be toting yappers, bitch, that's every day. Let my white bitch hold the yapper, call her Mary Kay. When my spot get hot like lava, gotta stay away. Sometimes I be so damn high, don't know what to say. That's why I can't fuck with ganja, marijuana stain. But I'm still on Fabiana, can't make up my brain. Let me know if you want it, jump out, get it, gang. 2 pistols, 1 take, call me take Max Payne. Nigga tryna take it, it's gon' be his last day. If you not talking about smoke, you could go that way. He think he hot, we put him out, where is the ashtray? I fuck your bitch on the first and the last day. And I'm smoking dead ops out the ashtray. And I'm also got some KK in my ashtray. If you not talking about smoke, you could go that way. Big glizzy, knock your toupee. Big 30, no 38. And I'm smoking dead ops out the ashtray. And I also got some KK in my ashtray. If you not talking about smoke, you could go that way. If you not talking about smoke, you could go that way. If you not talking about smoke, you could go that way. Big 30, ain't no 38. Big glizzy, knock your toupee. And I'm smoking dead ops out the ashtray. If you not talking about smoke, you could go that way. And I also got some KK in my ashtray. If you not talking about smoke, you could go that way. That way.
Yo. Put some holes in them like a damn cheese grater. Clean cut in this bitch, I'm a lifesaver. Too much game, no lightning McQueen, bitch. I pull shit like my damn name made her. All black fit, fuck a Darth Vader. I'm like, go see how I'm coming after the paper. Everything I do, they jacket just like a blazer. Got them all appalled, they shock, but they hate. The bills on me blue, like a bruise. Better yet, who are you? I'll be in the cut like a got me in the balloon. I think I'm a creature.
Bro, I'm hungry as shit, chat. Yo, tell me how I go to Taco Bell. They took almost damn near 15 minutes to give me 1 crunchy taco and 2 bean burritos. Pissed. Retro talk. Oh my god, bro. How are you guys doing, bro? How's your guys' weekend so far? How's your guys' weekend so far? I need to play like some music in the background. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Were those bean burritos toasted? I don't know, bro. Probably. They feel hot. Ni Harmas, thank you for the tier 1. Yo. I've been trying to get more muscle. When I tell you, I was doing mad research online. The amount of protein you have to ingest to get more muscle is fucking blowing minds, bro. Like, I'm so fucking like, dude, when you eat a lot of protein, you be farting out your ass. I can't stand that shit, bro. Mm-mm. You said, just worry about getting toned? Nah, I want to get a little bit more muscle. I can't lie. Bro, I've been watching My Hero. Nobody spoil me, bro.
He put
When I saw that one episode where All for One was going up against All Might, I almost cried like a bitch, bro. When, mind you, I'm talking about episode 50. Don't spoil me. If somebody in the chat says some spoiler, please kill him. I'm talking about like episode 40, episode 50, around there. Yo, when I tell you, every time there's a fight scene, All Might is on some. I'm watching that shit with my weights on some. Oh my god, bro. Yo. Yo. My hero right now, I'm on that shit like white on rice. Every time I'm working out, I'm busting out like 5 to maybe 6 episodes. I'm in love with my hero right now, bro. You said fuck the fandom? That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh, the Superman shit. Yo, I hit up Tainted. Look. Tainted is one of the funniest motherfuckers ever. I hit up Tainted about it, and then Tainted responds to me like, why the fuck is everybody asking me how I feel about this? And I'm like, you're the superhero guy. You're the guy that was saying this shit was gonna be ass, but everybody's saying it's good. Bro, when I told you after I sent Tainted that voice message, this man went on a spiraling rant. Dude started sending me paragraphs. Fuck superhero movies. I'm taking a break off of superhero movies. Bro, straight crash out. Dude just started crashing out in my DMs, and I'm looking at all these text walls like, yo, Tainted, yo. I didn't even get to read the full thing, but Tainted. I was asking Tainted because personally, I knew that he loved the Snyder cuts, and he loves superhero movies, especially when it comes to DC. So I really genuinely wanted to know his, like, what did he think? And I was hoping that he watched the movie because I wanted to hear his review on it. Because genuinely, I feel like he's very passionate about it, so I wanted to know. But, yo, Tainted went off on, like, a whole rant, bro. Who went to go see Superman? Everybody was saying that shit was fire. You said it was great? You said it was mid for you, Astar? You said it was a 2-hour drive? This shitty ass town doesn't have a cinema? Oh, man. Wait, 2 hours? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I would have been like, I would have yo-hoed that film. Oh, this is a classic. You say your nearest theater is like 15 minutes away? That's pretty good. I think me too. Me too. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I have a theater that's not that far away from me too. Yo, I gotta start going back to the theaters. I keep saying that every stream and I haven't gone. You say I gotta watch K-pop Demon Hunters? I don't think I'm gonna watch that shit. I saw that girl sniff the fuck out of that fucking sushi roll, and I was like, I'm good off that, bro. You said, trust me, it's mad good. K-pop Demon Hunters is great. You say your closest theater is 20 minutes?
Sorry, I couldn't go back.
Siri? I didn't ask you shit, bitch.
I won't respond to that.
Then don't fucking talk to me. I didn't say shit to you.
Okay.
The fuck? Bitch started talking out of the blue. I did not allow her to talk. Yo, chat, you know what's crazy, bro? You know what's crazy? A crazy development happened at where at work. Where like my boss did some stupid shit where like now I'm talking to a shorty. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm shitting bricks in regards to her finding my online persona. Because she only know me as a worker. And then a part of me is like, yo, if she sees the shit that I do on social media, I think I'm cooked. I think I'm cooked, bro. I think I'm cooked. You say you gotta make a different Insta? Bro. It's like when I go to work, I'm not gonna lie, chat. When I go to work, I keep it P. I'm professional as fuck. I walk around, do what I gotta do. Alright. Good morning, how you doing? Me on the internet, I'm fucking Crash Bandicoot. I'm like, bro, online I'm fucking crazy. So it's like, damn, I don't want people to see that shit. But at this point, it's inevitable. My digital footprint is low-key cooked. My TikTok is about to be on her For You page. Oh! She has my number. Oh, I forgot about that shit. Me reacted to the sexy Pokemon. No! Hey, bro, it is what it is. If she don't like me for who I really am, she don't deserve me at all. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. Oh, man. You said she gonna know you're a teeth freak? Yo, when I tell you she got the nicest smile though, off rip, I was already like on some. That's one of my biggest shit, bro. If you have a nice smile, automatically I'm on some. One more time. I don't give a fuck, bro. But I gotta chill. He said, who set him off? Nah, people in the chat started talking about teeth.
She gonna find about the retro and the bloody condom law.
That shit sounds disgusting, even out of context. She gonna be like, bloody condom? That's not, bro. Bro. I should have banned Tainted for that shit.
The only way out of this is if the girl on the inside is also a freak but keeps its professional at work. But you'll never know.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like a lot of girls. Well, I can't say that shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Look, one thing I found out from Shorty is that she kind of likes Pokemon. But my question is, I don't know how much she likes Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? She likes Pokemon. I saw her with a Pokemon phone case. But then I'm in my head, right? I'm in my head. Hold on. I'm in my head like, do you like Pokemon as in just regular Pokemon? Like your favorite Pokemon is Pikachu head ass? Or are you into Pokemon like you play the games Pokemon? Or are you into Pokemon like you know all the stats? You know about stab, you know about EV training, you know about you know, you're deep into the anime lore. Like, I don't know. You said she could be a fake fan. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. She could just like Pikachu for all I know, bro. You said, and before she plays Pokemon Go? Bro, I'm level 48 in Pokemon Go. I'm still not level 50. But I'm taking my sweet ass time. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You saying before she plays Pokemon? Look, I feel like to know if a person really likes Pokemon, you gotta ask them what's their favorite Pokemon. If they say any of the generic shit, Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Eevee, I'ma look at you like this. But then you name some random shit like Among Us, I'll be like, Among Us? Oh shit. Or you be like, my favorite is Flabébé. Flabébé? What about Snorlax? Okay, Snorlax is a little generic. I can't lie. Yeah, I don't know. You say ain't your favorite Pokemon Blastoise? You know what's weird? I have too many favorite Pokemon. And I like a lot of them that are like obscure. Like, look, one of my favorite Pokemon that I can say right now that if I just think off the top of my head, no cap, Pineco. I think Pineco is a cute ass Pokemon and it reminds me of like a Banjo-Kazooie character. I love Pineco. Fortress is also a weird ass evolution, but I like Pineco more than Fortress. Another one I could think of. I think Zangoose. Is that his name? The one that fights Seviper or some shit? Zangoose, the one with the 3 claws. He fire as fuck too. Who else do I like? Who's that one Pokemon that has that cry that goes like this? Hold on. That might either be Torkoal or Numel. I like that Pokemon too. Every time I see that motherfucker, he hits a Numel. Yo. Let me see. Infernape. Infernape is badass. I like Infernape a lot. Who else, bro? There was a time frame where I really like, I know it's generic, but I really like Pidgey. Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, very fucking cool. Even though it's just a bigger bird, I thought they were cool. Very Gen 1 though. I like Among Us because he helped me in my Nuzlocke. Tyranitar is a staple. I love Tyranitar. I don't know. That's just to name a few. You said legendaries? Dialga. That motherfucker hit the... And then we got Lugia. Lugia. Ho-Oh. Mewtwo, come on. Mewtwo got the most aura in Pokemon, and I don't care what the fuck anybody says, bro. I know Mewtwo, everybody gonna be Gen 1, Gen 1. Come on, man. Mewtwo got sauce. Mewtwo's so saucy. Every time I see Mewtwo, he's standing like this. Like, bro. No other Pokemon does that shit. Mewtwo, every time I see him, come on, bro. Like, why are you so fucking cool? Deoxys? Nah, this is how Deoxys stands every time. He looks like that one Squidward where he goes. That's how Deoxys looks like this. Man. Like a Kingdom Hearts 2 Dusk. Giratina's cool. Frieza versus Mewtwo, who winning? Oh, it might be Frieza. Mewtwo is powerful for it, but Frieza's like in a different league. Like anybody in the Dragon Ball Z universe, I think Frieza bodying the fuck out of Mewtwo. Because Frieza was throwing hands with Goku like it was nothing. I think Frieza killing him alone with like Destructo Disc. Or whatever. I mean, didn't he do Destructo Disc at some point? Or that freaking thing in his hand where he'd be like, Oh, Suicune Golden. I like Suicune and Celebi because I saw Pokemon Forever. I cried like a bitch when Celebi turned into a fucking like expired onion, bro. And that motherfucker, Suicune, the way he cried, it even fucked me up more. Everybody else was crying. Suicune said, I said, oh! Yo, when Suicune started crying, that motherfucker said, I said, oh, hell no, bro, this is real. I started crying like a bitch. You said Celebi came back ASAP? Nah, bro, that movie fucked me up. Ash was trying to feed bro the berries, and the berries was not going in bro's mouth. Like, my boy really died. Oh, but Pokemon Forever, I like the lore behind that movie because it was like, well, like Gary Oak as a kid meeting Ash. It's like that shit fucks up my mind in terms of like, so did Gary, I mean, not Gary Oak, Professor Oak, wasn't it? It was Professor Oak as a kid. It was Oak, right? Professor Oak as a kid. How the fuck does that even work? So does that mean Professor Oak, when he met Ash for the first time, he was like, oh, I remember you. I've seen you at... It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Professor Oak remembers it too. That's crazy to me. But that was the one Pokemon movie that I remember vividly. Pokemon 2000, the one with Mewtwo, where Ash is a suicidal maniac. He ran in between two blasts of a Mewtwo and a Mew. And somehow he didn't get obliterated. He just got turned to stone. I have to rewatch that movie. Because it's been so long since I've seen that film. You said, let's go Pikachu and Eevee. You can find Sammy's sketchbook in Oak's lab. Really? 2000 was Lugia? You see, look, my whole shit's fucked up. So I think it was just called Pokemon the movie. Pokemon 2000 was the one with Lugia. Look, a lot of these movies I have to rewatch. I want to see images. Come on, Wikipedia. Low quality ass image. Have you seen how Pokemon Horizon looks? The anime looks good. No, I haven't seen anything in terms of the anime. I fell off the anime in Pokemon for like a hot minute. But Pokemon got like 1,000+ episodes, bro. It's like One Piece at this point. Yo, and then they dropped that major plot line and I'm like all over the place. I'm trying to see like where the hell Pokemon movies list. Oh, I hate Reddit. Reddit's forcing me to look at it like this. Alright, hold on. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. The first Pokemon movie, I feel like I remember watching it in the theaters, right? Pokemon 2000, bro, I don't remember shit about this film. Pokemon 3, the movie, I already told y'all how I felt about this movie. I got the actual Entei card, and then a kid in my freaking elementary school got so jealous that I had the Entei card, he bent my card on purpose. I don't know where that and I think that one stream I gave out his government name. I don't know where that motherfucker is at life right now, but I hope he's not up. I'm still petty over that shit. I'm still petty over that shit. I hope that motherfucker's not up. I hope he's fucking down, and I hope he's suffering right now still because of that shit. I do not give a fuck. Fuck him for bending my fucking Pokemon card, right? Pokemon 1, I can remember like bits and pieces of it. Pokemon 2000, I do not remember shit. Pokemon 3, gas, bro. Entei became like one of my favorites easily. Hands down, because he was so fucking cool looking. Pokemon Forever, then I love Suicune and Celebi. Fire ass movie. Pokemon Heroes, I never seen this film. Pokemon Jirachi, I only remember the part where May started hitting the do. After that shit, everything else got deleted except that part. Right? That's all I remember. Pokemon Destiny Deoxys, I don't remember shit about that film. You know what? I think I remember somebody sending me a clip of Deoxys and Rayquaza fighting. That shit was kind of fire. Lucario and Mew, never watched. You see, look, now we're in a territory I haven't seen none of these shits, chat. Lucario, Mew, haven't seen it. Temple of the Sea. This movie was a hot cup of bullshit because Ash went all the way deep underwater, like in submarine levels, holding his breath, and motherfucker was doing the frog swim. I'm like, get your ass out of here. You should have died down there, bro. He should have been unconscious in that bitch. He's somehow lifting a giant ass stone underwater. Oh, man. I only seen like that part. Yeah, Ash is built different. He just got like protagonist protag armor. I gotta watch Temple of the Sea from start to finish though. Haven't seen this one like fully. Darkrai, haven't seen it. Giratina, haven't seen it. None of these. I haven't seen none of these all the way down here. The only ones I really watch, I'm telling you, is Pokemon first movie, Pokemon 3, and Pokemon Forever. Everything else I did not see. And maybe like a bit of Jirachi and a bit of Temple of the Sea. You said the Darkrai movie is good? The Lucario movie predicted his own game. Unk missing peak. Yeah, I didn't see none of these shits. Damn, bruh. It's been a while. You said they made 2 versions of the Victini movie? You said you seen 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Damn. Giratina and Shaman movie was peak. The movies past Gen 4 I haven't seen. Bro, I just ate 2 bean burritos. I know I'm gonna be farting up a storm tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna walk into work. I'm gonna be like, good morning, everyone. Yo, what do you guys think about the new Travis Scott album? I gotta listen to it from start to finish in my own personal time. I don't know how good it is. It's okay. You said, when am I gonna try the horse game? I don't know, bruh. Look, I saw in the Google Play Store that the horse game got like a 4.6, and Persona is in the trenches, bro. Persona 5 X got like a terrible review score right now because people are mad at the game. Oh, I'm also waiting for Nikkei, bro, for that update. I haven't even done my dailies. You said the Persona 5 curse. You said Cardi was on it? Really? And Sofago? Wow. Hearing Sofago is releasing music is like hearing a shiny Pokemon appear. Sofago dropping? Don Toliver on them songs, was he good or bad? Oh, he cooked? Yo, every time I see that image, I thought it was a bad image. Let me see. Sofago. Any Pokemon, listen closely to the scene where Pikachu shocks Ash. His Japanese voice was left undubbed.
You must be crazy!
Don't ever do that!
Oh, I mean, like, okay. I mean, like, why they gotta change it to English though? Like, nah, hit a snake scream in that bitch, bro. Sonic Colors. I don't get it. Oh, the Drill Wisp was not doing this? Oh, okay. I'm having like... Oh, okay. I'm starting to remember slowly. What the heck happened here? Which button will you press? Instant 1 million or 50% chance of 100 million? Damn. Knowing my freaking gacha odds, I always get cucked. So I might go with the instant 1 million because at least it's guaranteed. At least it's guaranteed. At least it's guaranteed, man. Just 1 million. Hey, but 50% chance if you get 100 million, you're super up.
You McConaughey. Wobbly wiggly, wobbly wiggly, wobbly wiggly. Ooh.
What the fuck is this?
You McConaughey. Wobbly wiggly, wobbly wiggly, wobbly wiggly. Ooh. You McConaughey.
Wobbly wiggly, ooh. Ain't no way, bro. That shit sound like the SpongeBob.
Hey. Wobbly wiggly, wobbly wiggly, wobbly wiggly. Ooh.
What the fuck?
She said, 'cause I really need somebody. So tell me you're that somebody. Girl, I fuck who I want and fuck who I don't. Got that A1 credit as that filet mignon. She say, I never wanna
With the
make you
water.
mad. I just wanna make you proud. I say, baby, just make me come. Then don't make a sound.
I'm on that good cushion alcohol.
Yeah.
I got some damn bitches I can call. I don't know what I would do without y'all. I'm a ball to the day I fall.
Yeah, long as my bitches love me.
Damn.
I can give a fuck by no hate as long as my bitches love me.
Damn, he's sleeping on the field.
Yeah, I can give a fuck by no nigga long as these bitches love me. Real nigga, fuck these haters. These hoes got pussies like.
You said there's children there. True. It's a baseball game. Crazy. This guy got an actual inflatable horse. He loves this game.
It's because it's raining. Of course she's gonna win. It's Rice Shower. Goldship didn't stand a chance.
Damn.
Nuclear reactor has activated. McQueen is fading. Goldship takes the lead.
This is crazy, bro. This game looks insane.
It's because it's raining.
This game is insane, bro. There's also weather conditions you got to take into account. They'd be like, oh, it's sunny, which means that this horse gets a boost in sun. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. He said, I'm out. What happened? In Avengers Doomsday, Victor Von Doom will reportedly take advantage of his resemblance to Tony Stark to present himself as an ally to the MCU. So it's going to be like... Okay. Yeah, I need to stop inviting her to events. Oh, that guy in the mic said she ate that bitch off the spoon. She eating it off the spoon? Where other people gotta eat? Oh, I mean, bruh, I don't know who keep on inviting her to these events. If I was Kai, I'd be like, yo, I don't know who ran that event, but I'd be like, yo, do not let in Krishan Rock by any means. Yo, especially after like the first time he had her on stream and she threw the chair at his wall and made a hole after that, I would have been like, nah. Keep this woman at a 3-block radius from me, bro. Keep her at a 3-block radius. Pac-Man? Where's Gran Gonzalo? There's a Pac-Man cafe? Hey, hey. This NYC? He started getting sturdy. Hold up. Hey, hey, hey. He started hitting that bitch. Very nice. What is this, like Christmas in like Alola or some shit? I love that fucking Sonic song, bro. Okay, POV, you're trying to sleep, but it's 2013. Oh my god, you're talking about the creepypastas, bro. That was such a... Yeah, Ben drowned. Ben drowned on the right side, bro, with Sonic EXE and freaking Slenderman. What's that? Herobrine. Freaking Red Eye Squidward. I love that song. I love that freaking Bonus World song. It's so good. Oh, I seen the clip of this. Daniel Bryan returns. What do you want to do next? I want my wife next. It's gonna be a lot of grounding and pounding. What? He said that shit? Pounding. Shit. Can't blame him. He said 2 weeks he hasn't been with his wife. He probably was training nonstop. All that built up, pent up testosterone. This motherfucker about to go ape shit. No kizzy. He about to be like... He about to go bonkers. He about to go nuts. Give me a sec, chat. I'm trying to do my dailies as fast as possible because I keep forgetting sometimes to do them shits. Yo, chat, you know how mad I got? That with the 2B banner, I was like, let me try to get A2. And it took my rainbow mileage tickets, thinking I had enough of the bullshit mileage tickets. I mean, like, you know, the stupid... purple tickets that it has for this shit. It took my rainbow shits and I got so mad. Now I'm like, I'm not rolling on this shit no more. Yeah, I couldn't count. That's literally what happened to me, Sora. It said it said I had like 3 or 4 of the purple shits and then it took like 6 of my rainbow shits and I said no. I look like All Might in that one episode where they took freaking Bakugo again with the ectoplasm and he said no and then he fucking jumped up and shit. Did you get A2? Nope. Astrobot got DLC. The last round of the Astrobot DLC level seems that it could be the last piece of the main game. I have to try the DLC. No cap. Because I feel like they said they put a lot of these cool, fast-paced levels. And I really like these levels in Astrobot. Yo, I read this shit today and this shit blew my mind. Look, Nintendo fans, look. I'm about to shit on y'all again a little bit. Hold up, hold up. Ain't no way. Yo, Nintendo made people spend bread on these consoles. $80 games. And you telling me this shit gonna have some frame rate drops? I was like, Now you telling me we gonna have to wait for the Switch 3 so we can play Donkey Kong Bonanza properly? Like, what? There are several factors considering, there may be frame rate drops, bro. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Especially with how much money was... I don't want to hear that shit, man. And then you already know, like, the Nintendrons were in the comments, like, trying to justify. I'm like, no, there's no justifying this shit, bro. There's no justifying this shit. There's no justifying this shit. Come on, Nintendo. Like, really? Frame rate drops? It's like, look, I understand sometimes games have frame rate drops, but this game is specifically made by Nintendo for the Switch 2. In my honest opinion, especially if the game is going to be $80, $70 or whatever, right? We should not be having no frame rate dips, bro. It's not $80. All right, 70. We should not be having frame rate dips on this shit, bro. We shouldn't. You know, it's a game I low-key been thinking about. I know I just went off on a tangent. Elden Ring Night Rain. Every person that I talked to that played that game, they'd be like, yo, that shit is fun as fuck to play, like, cooperatively. I've been, like, low-key thinking about hopping onto that shit. It's only $40. There goes me, like, wanting to add on my backlog and shit. This article says that only when the menu's open, but it's 60 in game.
I don't even want to wait for the OLED anymore. The more info I hear about this console, the more I don't want it.
Yo, facts. Another thing I also heard about the Switch 2 is that a person somewhere bought a used copy of a game and they got their shit bricked up by Nintendo. Nintendo was like, oh, some like a flag happened where like something fraudulent happened when they bought a used copy of a game and then they bricked their console. I'm like, bro, Nintendo right now, personally, I don't even want to buy one just because I'm scared some shit like that might happen, because there's times where I get used games. There's times where I go into GameStop and I'm like, I don't want to spend 60 on this. Let me spend 40 instead, 30 instead. Imagine me putting the game in and my shit get bricked. I'm like, come on, bro. Apparently you can call support to undo it, but how are you supposed to know if the game is hacked? Like, that's what I'm saying. You should try Lies of P. Yo, Lies of P. Lies of P was on sale recently too. And it's French. Speaking of French, Expedition 33. Oh, God. Oh, God, bro. I ain't finishing shit. And no cap, I put like 30 hours into Metaphor kind of recently. And I'm stuck in that dungeon. I'm stuck in that dungeon with my health low as shit. Oh, no. My health is not low as shit. I'm stuck in a... Oh, bad weather. I don't even want to open the game up anymore, bro. Metaphor, where I left off, I don't even want to open the game up. I'm in that dungeon I'm about to get my asshole tore open. I don't even want to open that game up. Oh, man. Okay.
What's next? Metal band? Some hardcore rock? Or are we going full pop?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Now here, thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet like this? So, say you can't sleep, baby, I know. Does that mean it's so? Move it up, down, left, right.
What's next? Metal band?
That's why Shadow always been my favorite. Shadow's so fucking cool. Is this real? He really said that shit the way that he did? Sabrina Carpenter.
And some hardcore rock? Or are we going full
so
pop?
Cool.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Now here, thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet like this? So, say you can't sleep, baby, I know. Does that mean it's so? Move it up, down, left, right.
That song's a banger. I never heard that song before, but it sounds very catchy. It's a really good song. I gotta start listening to Sabrina Carpenter.
I mean, I'm
Man Behind the Slaughter. Uh-oh.
not saying I didn't deserve it, but I'm just saying being crushed in a suit, it's kind of overkill, you know?
Hey guys, shut up! Guess what? The entity just brought Goth IHOP into the fog. We gotta go.
Oh, hell
Goth
yeah.
IHOP.
Goth IHOP. Yo, Solico, Michael, you guys wanna come?
Oh, I don't want to be like a buzzkill or anything, but I don't think the goth IHOP allows minors, so I don't think Sadako could, like, actually, you know.
Oh, she's not a minor. She's like 19.
What are you talking about, dude? She looks like a 12-year-old girl, bro.
Oh, wait, no, I get it now. You're confusing Sadako with Samara.
What?
Well, you see, Samara Morgan was from the movie The Ring, which was made in 2002. But a lot of people don't know that that movie was actually a remake of the original movie called Ring, or Ringu to avoid confusion, which was made in 1998. And although they look similar, and Samara was based on Sadako, they're actually completely different characters, even down to the age and the backstory. For instance, Samara was killed by her mother before being dropped in the well, and Sadako was killed by her father before being dropped in the well. Well, unless we're talking about the novels in which she's killed a different way, but it's kind of freaky.
Wait, I'm confused.
I mean, if you want, I could go into the novels, but it's
I didn't even know it went that deep.
Alien shit. Like, I'm not sure.
No, that's not what I'm confused about. How the fuck do you know the Ring lore if you're stuck in like a back room for over 30 years? Like, didn't that movie and the other movies come out like way after you're stuck in there?
He did research.
You can't just dodge my question by pointing out Tokyo Ghoul. Wait, that's an even bigger question. How the fuck do you know Tokyo Ghoul?
How do you know Tokyo Ghoul? I don't know, bruh. Maybe he was just watching the shit. The frustration remake recast trend. Ah. No JYB as you? No the King's Game? No Adachi voice acting? No, you little bitch. Yo, that was my favorite shit about Adachi when he called people a bitch. Bro!
For some reason, there is a consistent problem with Japanese video game remakes replacing the entire voice.
Oh shit, shout out to YouTube. We're gonna be reacting to The Fourth Snake, the frustrating remake recast trend. Rios, do your thing.
Voice cast, but only in the English version. Before I get into it, I need to say up front that the replacement actors are not to blame, nor do I think any of them are bad. Some are actually really good in their roles, and some may even be better than the originals. But they didn't make the decision to replace the old casts. Do not blame them. Blame the companies.
Yup, blame the company.
Some fans think harassing the new actors is okay, and they are wrong.
True. That's stupid. That's stupid as hell. People who do that shit where like if a new voice actor got casted and then like they start harassing them, like for what? Why would you go after the new voice actors? Go after the companies that hired them, or ask the companies that hired them, hey, why didn't you just recast the people from the past, you know?
Think rationally before you send hate towards someone who very obviously is not to blame. Now, the first case of this trend I recall was the Resident Evil 2 remake. Technically the first remake did it too, but none of the characters had consistent voices at the time. By the time of 2 remake, they did. Now given that 2 make came 2 decades after the original, by which time everyone had been recast in later installments, those actors not being brought back was a foregone conclusion. But they didn't even bring back the newer voices like Matt Mercer, Courtney Taylor or James Baker. The only reprisals here were Keith Silverstein as Hunk, and ironically, TJ Rotolo as William Birkin, both of whom had played the characters consistently since the Umbrella Chronicles. Karen Strassman was also cast as Annette Birkin after having played Alexia Ashford and a couple of minor roles. But in Japan, Leon, Claire, Ada, Birkin, and Hunk all retained their previous Japanese voices. Only Sherry was recast. From here, the only reprisals in the remake series in English would be actors from the remake games returning. Except Ada, who got recast again for 4.
Fine as hell. That character, fine as hell. But that is weird how like everybody in Japan got recasted and then certain people in English got recasted. But then it's like, you know what I think it is, bro? You said schedule issues. It might also be a money thing. Like people probably in America, their budgets be high and then they're like, nah, bro, we ain't gonna pay you all that. We're just gonna hire another person that's asking for less or some shit. I don't know.
But in Japan, Jill, Carlos, Nikolai, and Wesker retain their pre-remake voices. It's all consistent over there. So what's the deal? We'll discuss some of the common excuses fans come up with later,
most voice actors,
since I don't think any of these
characters for life in
ever
Japan
gave an official reason why. Sticking with Capcom for now, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster also replaced its entire cast. Despite the script being mostly unchanged, the voice work was redone. The radio calls are now voiced, so if the old actor
I've
wasn't
always wanted
available,
to
they
get
would
back
need to be
into
replaced.
playing
But that's
Dead
only a small
Rising, 'cause I
portion
used
of the
to like
cast,
this game
since most
as
of
a
the radio
kid.
talk comes from Otis, who never had a voice before. There's also the updated facial animation, which I believe is the primary reason for the redone voice work, as it's likely easier to have new performances with facial capture than having someone try to mime the old ones. Fair enough. But could they really not bring back anyone? TJ Rotolo reprised Birkin just 5 years prior, and while Dead Rising 4 had recast Frank, MVC Infinite brought Rotolo back the next year. Maybe they felt Dead Rising 1 Frank should have his one voice similar to Roger Craig
What
Smith.
the fuck? He's
reprising
with
Reggie 5 Chris in
Spider-Man
that game,
and
but
Chris
not either of his
Redfield
two
for
Resi
Resident Evil
appearances that
5?
same year. But this is Dead Rising 1 itself, so where the hell is Rotolo?
When the fuck did this
TJ
happen?
Stone was in Capcom's Monster Hunter Wilds this year, but wasn't brought back as Brad. And are you really going to tell me Steve Bloom was too busy? The next big example is the Final Fantasy VII Remake series. Despite most major characters having gained voice actors over the course
Don't show
of the
me that
compilation
cutscene,
of
bro.
FF7 series, not one was
Don't
brought
show
back
me
to
that
reprise
cutscene,
their
bro.
role.
Next
The
cutscene.
Japanese cast is completely consistent, with the only exceptions being Red 13, who had I think one line before this, and who needs a versatile actor to pull off. Hojo, since Nachi Nozawa had passed away, and Barrett being recast for Rebirth after Masahiro Kobayashi reprised in Remake and then retired. So those are all entirely reasonable recasts. The English side just doesn't have that. Some of them are even in the remake series, like Crispin Freeman in some minor roles when he used to play Rude. Then we have the series that prompted this entire video, Persona. Persona 3 Reload replaced...
Yo, I don't care what anybody says, yo, fuck that Persona 4 reveal trailer, bro. They had you walking, they had you on a walk cycle. Hell nah. They shouldn't even have showed us that shit. They should have just showed us the title. They should have just showed us the title, bro. Having you in that goofy ass SpongeBob walk cycle, I think pissed me off more than anything. I was like, that's it? You walking down the hill? Bro, hold up. Ugh. Well, let me put that shit right there. Oh. All right, we continue.
We have the series that prompted this entire video, Persona. Persona 3 Reload replaced the entire English voice cast with 3 exceptions, Tanaka, Elizabeth, and Igor. Tanaka...
Oh, that's weird. Elizabeth was the same? That's why her voice was so great. Igor was the same as well. Do not be alarmed. Here's my big ass dick nose. And he said Tanaka? Tanaka, you can't change his voice, bro. Amazing commodities. And then okay, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Is still Patrick Seitz, who's played him since P4 Dancing All Night. Igor is still Kirk Thornton from Persona 5 after the character had been recast multiple times in the preceding games. And Tara Platt has consistently voiced Elizabeth since the original P3. But Platt was not brought back to reprise Mitsuru, one of the main characters. Similarly, most of the original core cast were brought back in minor roles, but not their original characters, some replacing each other in those minor roles. Yuri Lowenthal replaced Liam O'Brien as Eiichiro Takeba, then O'Brien replaced Grant George as Officer Kurosawa, while George replaced Derek Stephen Prince as Mitsuru's father. The only replacements on the Japanese end are the S-Link characters and Igor, as Isamu Tanonaka passed away in 2010 and they'd been reusing voice lines from P3 and 4 in every appearance since, so it was time for a change, even though they could easily have kept it going one last time for the remake of his first time playing the character. Persona 4's remake was leaked by Yuri Lowenthal tweeting that he wanted to reprise Yosuke rather a lot, but was rejected. Erin Fitzgerald then confirmed that she has been replaced as Chie, having played her since 2012. And then Amanda Wynn Lee confirmed that she had been replaced as Yukiko after having played her consistently since 2008. And yes, something similar does happen for Western game remakes too, such as Dead Space. There were only 2 reprisals, but the cast is small anyway, and they kept the most important ones, Isaac Clarke and Nicole Brennan. They even changed Isaac's face to resemble his actor, which I feel shows respect for him, even if you disagree with the decision. Strangely, the company doing best by its original cast is, of all fucking companies, Konami. Yes, they replaced the voice cast from Silent Hill 2 for its remake, but there had been so many issues between Konami and the original cast over the years that they likely wouldn't have wanted to come back at this point. Add on that the writing and tone take the characters in a slightly different direction, and that some of those actors simply don't do voice acting anymore, it's really not surprising. But for Metal Gear Solid...
Not gonna lie, bro. I specifically want to replay, or I want to play the Silent Hill remake just to get to that one cutscene where he's like, it's hot in here and the whole place is on fucking fire. That was my favorite shit about that game. Like, that shit was killing me, bro. I'm like, what do you mean it's out in here?
Delta. Not only are they keeping the original performances from MGS3, they're also redoing the lip sync to match the English dub, and are bringing back several of the voice actors for tutorials and the like. They're even having David Hayter, once callously replaced himself in MGS5, host a series of videos that feature
Snake,
his
right?
co-stars such as Laurie Allen and Jodie Benson. Both casts are being retained, with the sole exception, to my knowledge, being Japanese Roy Campbell, who will need a new actor for Snake vs. Bomberman, as Takeshi Aono passed away in 2012.
R.I.P.
Of course, the series record isn't exactly spotless. MGS1's remake, The Twin Snakes, only had the English dub with no Japanese voice option even in Japan. It was famously going to replace everyone but David Hayter, only for him to give up half his—
What is that effect called with the old games? Where it's kind of like, it looks like it's ghosting. I love that shit about old games. The ghosting when the character is like moving and it looks like it's just like copies of them. I don't know what that shit is called. I think it's called ghosting. I love that shit about old games, bro.
Paycheck to keep the old cast around. The only recast there was Gray Fox, but Greg Eagles was still brought back to reprise the
MGS1
Dark Chief. I don't know
like
why
an
this
after
decision
image
was made, but at least everyone was brought back. Now for the common excuses that fans have to come up with because the companies are too cowardly to justify their bad decisions themselves. First, the old cast have gotten older and their voices don't fit the characters anymore. I think this one became popular because of X-Men 97. First off, the Japanese cast have been around for just as long, or longer in some cases, but no one demands those guys then be replaced as well, and I'm fairly sure it's all an assumption because anyone who thinks 2025 Yuri Lowenthal couldn't still pull off Yosuke's voice is delusional.
True. True. He could have 100% pulled off my boy Yosuke again.
Second, these are alternate versions of the characters.
I think he
so
could have
it's
pulled it off.
fine. Actually, these are rarely new versions. Even with the FF7 story being some weird time travel plot as far as we can tell, they're still the same versions just from a different time. Also, Crisis Core takes place before the timeline split and it replaced everyone, so the Resident Evil remakes do seem to be set in a separate timeline from the main series, unlike the original remake, which replaced the original. But again, why isn't the Japanese cast different then? And why did Death Island mix the classic and remake casts? If a game series has not rebooted in between, then a remake of an older game tends to replace the original. Third, certain actors aren't returning, so it would be weird to only keep certain ones. I think this is mainly surrounding Vic Mignogna not returning for Persona 3 after the whole Kick Vic thing, but one or two cast members do get replaced all the time. By this logic, everyone should have been replaced in the arena games when they recast Ken and Fuka, or Persona 4 every time one of the actors didn't return, which was, what, 4 times? It's not this huge uncanny thing people make it out to be when an actor or two gets replaced. But when everyone does, and the originals had played them consistently for over a decade, that is surreal and weird. And this argument is also not used to suggest Tara Platt should have been replaced as Elizabeth, nor will it for whomever Persona 4 keeps in a major role. My money's on Johnny Young Bosch as Adachi, and it doesn't apply to Resident Evil as Birkin and Honk were the same in 2, and Death Island has Jill and Claire's remake voices, but Matt Mercer reprises Leon from pre-remake. Fourth, it's good for new actors to get a chance in an iconic role. I do agree with this sentiment on paper. In fact, I've said it myself about Transformers, and I'm glad so many actors get a shot at roles like Spider-Man, Batman, and the TMNT. But this isn't the same. Those are brand new versions of the characters. Again, game remakes tend to replace the old one in continuity and be the one referenced in later materials.
True.
Persona 3 Reload characters are showing up in Persona X, Yakuza Kiwami's new content is referenced and continued in later games, and the Umbrella Chronicles included Lisa Trevor from the first Resi remake in a new canon scenario. So this one doesn't hold up either. Now, I'm not here to hate on the fans. We're all equally in the dark about the rationale, and some people try to find a way to make it make sense. It's not their fault that the only explanations we can come up with just don't hold water. As a matter of fact, I don't have an explanation I'm committed to. It's just a baffling trend that I fucking despise. The only explanation that makes sense to me is money, and even then, only really for Persona. With actors like Yuri Lowenthal, Johnny Young Bosch, Matt Mercer, Laura Bailey, some of the biggest, most established actors in the industry.
Oh no, I just thought about that shit, bro. We're not gonna get Kanji's like voice. Kanji has like some of the best voice. Like when he's screaming, he's like, "You got that? No Kanji, get bent." Nah, bro. Who the hell's gonna match? It wasn't Kanji's VA Vincent. Kanji VA been different every game. Say on God. If they've been different every game, then they're doing a good job because I have not noticed. It was Troy Baker, then Matt Merk. Is how you say it? Mercer? No Screechy Teddy. Nah, bro. Bring back Screechy Teddy. He's like, I'm a bear sona. And he would just start barking for some reason.
Drake,
Put that
you have
motherfucker
to
in.
imagine they'd cost a lot more than an Alex Lee, an Allegra Clark, or a Zeno Robinson. As fantastic as these newer actors,
I can't lie though, yeah. Allegra Clark, Mitsuru, every time she hit that très bien or très bon, she said something in French, I was like, oui, oui, afterwards. Then we got Alex. I believe that was the protagonist's name, right? He does well in all his roles, so I can't even hate on bro. And then he's spammed in every anime now, so I can't even hate on bro. He's doing his thing. Excuse me, Junpei, crazy. Junpei, I fucked with the voice actor. I thought he did a great job. I fell in love with Junpei in my playthrough. The voice lines were like he had to get serious. That had to do with Chidori. He nailed them shits. Even Chidori, I thought she had a good voice. I used to always think of like I wanted to hear Chidori's OG voice actor being like, "Don't touch me. I'm going outside. I'm gonna draw on a piece of paper. Junpei." But she nailed that shit too in the remake. So you know what? I had no complaints in the remake. Everybody was hitting their marks. Everybody's voice acting was great. Even the dog, Koromaru, bro. I had that fucker in my party for a hot minute. He was giving me nonstop team buffs. We were fucking everybody up. You said, eh? Come on. What do you mean, oddity? You didn't like the dog's voice acting? 10 out of 10. Those barks were on point.
bizarre. So the only way this makes sense to me is that
we needed an actual dog.
So the companies will
we gotta
just
put a
get rid
dog
of
in a
it.
real
While
room.
In Japan, consistent voice actors are a much more common thing, as voice actors over there are respected a hell of a lot more than they are over here. That's how they can have a consistent main cast for over 20 years, while in English, half the time, you can't even go 5 without replacing somebody. It's a frustrating, consistent trend, and I wish the companies that made these horrendous decisions wouldn't be so disrespectful to the actors who helped make these franchises what they are, and are a not small part of why these games might be worth revisiting in the fucking first place.
True.
Imagine getting outdone by Funimation, who opted not to replace the old English cast of Fruits Basket when the Japanese cast was completely changed for its remake, even with all the extra effort they had to go to keep Laura Bailey in it. Ridiculous.
I never watched
Fruit
Fruit Basket, chat.
Why not subscribe and support
I
me
never
on
watched
Patreon
Fruit
like
Basket,
these fine people
but I
here?
always hear
If
like
not,
positive
then
things
make
about that
sure
show.
to share it with your enemies so they can suffer along with you. Today's recommended video is why do
Very nice. Good video. Very nice.
With Persona 4 Remake, it's kinda weird that the old voice actors are refusing to give their blessings, whereas in Persona 3 Remake they did. You can tell that a lot of the original P4 cast weren't okay being recasted like Yuri.
Yeah.
Happy 38 Kappa Claus.
I feel like it's maybe because they did so many... Look, I'm thinking of like Persona 4, right? Did the Persona 4 cast... Was it the same voice actors in like, for example, like OG, and then Golden, and then Persona 4 Arena, and then Persona 4 Dancing? Was it all the same voice actors for each one of those games? Because I just named like 4 games. OG Persona 4, then the Persona 4 Golden, then Persona 4 Arena, the fighting game, then Persona 4 Dancing. Some of them were recast. Most of them were there through all that. So it's kind of like I could see why they got upset, because it's like you build such an emotional attachment to these characters. Only Chie got Switch. OG Chie and then Golden onward was different. But I feel like it's because they grew like an emotional attachment. I mean, I can't blame them. Especially like Yuri. Because I feel like he really liked Yosuke. And I liked him as like the voice actor for Yosuke too. I'm not going to hear, my motorcycle! Come on, man. In the new game, yo, this new guy that's voicing him better nail that shit, bro. And then also Chie, bro. I'm not going to hear my something of the dragon. What's it called? My Legend of the Dragon. Trial of the Dragon. Yes, her Trial of the Dragon, bro. I want to hear all those voice lines again, bro. My Trial of the Dragon. Very good video. Bro, the comments, they right though. This website has been seized. Oh no. Is it a ROM website? 3.2 million illicit downloads. FBI, you federal bastards. You said, I miss my tomboy detective Naoto. Bro. Nah, I like Naoto too. I can't lie. I like Naoto too. The review embargo for Donkey Kong Bonanza ends on July 16th, Wednesday. I still feel good about my 94 prediction. I mean, look, realistically, I feel like the game is going to be good.
FBI banning a ROM website for Nintendo, but we ain't see the Epstein list. Make it make sense.
True. Nah, hold up, FBI, hold up. Nah, where that Epstein list? Fuck all these ROMs. Nah, where that Epstein list? Bro, fuck all these ROMs. Yup, the FBI probably the FBI probably on that list. The FBI CEO is probably in them fucking weird ass parties in the Epstein Island, doing all types of debauchery. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say Donkey Kong Bonanza, I feel like it's going to be a good game because usually when Nintendo puts like voice acting and songs and then like I've seen some of their marketing in some areas on like how they're putting this game all out there. Like Nintendo really like going hard for this game. Personally, I love Donkey Kong and I'm a fan of Donkey Kong, so I hope the game does well. Besides hearing that frame rate dip shit, because I hope the frame rate shit isn't as bad as like the person stated. Like hopefully it's not crazy, but I'm a fan of Donkey Kong. I like Donkey Kong. Kingdom Hearts fans waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4, Final Fantasy 7 getting 3 games first. True. True. We always on the waiting list. We always on the waiting list. It should have been me, not him. I don't know why when I said it should have been me, I kept thinking of that stupid ass Rakai clip. Bro, that clip has been going all over the place where he's like, "You good, Mud?" That clip, no joke chat, made me die laughing for almost like a minute one day, bro, because it's just the way he was looking into the camera with his fucking mouth. "You good, Mud?" Bro, he looked like he's genuinely concerned. Okay, Octopath Traveler was released 7 years ago. Nice. Yo, I still never got to finish this game. I remember I almost went, I feel like, halfway through the game, and then I stopped. I always end up getting like 4 or 5 party members. Yo, I don't care what anybody says. Ophelia, Cyrus, the Hunter girl is pretty good. Also, that one guy with the big sword that had to deal with like the war or some shit. And then like one of his teammates kind of like betrayed him. You said if they gave me a copy of Octopath 2, bro, I think it's on my Switch. I think it's on my OLED Switch. Yo, my Switch is picking up dust. My Switch right now is paperweight. My Steam Deck right now, I'm still trying to I haven't played it this weekend because I feel like I just been tired, busy, and I just been exercising a lot. I'm trying to continue Final Fantasy 9. I like Final Fantasy. Yo, from what I heard, people said that Final Fantasy 9 there was supposed to be like a reveal, and it never happened. And now people are speculating. I don't know if it's just. I feel like it's a bunch of rumors. People were expecting there was supposed to be some type of reveal for Final Fantasy 9 remake. It was all copium, right? But then it's weird because then when you go to the Square Enix website, they got mad Final Fantasy 9 shit coming out like merchandise. It's looking like as if they were going to have some type of release, but then people are saying, oh, it was just like an anniversary thing. But then people were expecting all types of Final Fantasy 9 shit to happen. Yeah, some people said it got canceled. That was another thing that I heard, because remember, Square Enix apparently said something about, you know, shit getting canceled per se. We still waiting. Oh man, I really hope P6 removes the ability to day one a dungeon, to be honest. Why not? I mean, why would you want to take that away? doesn't even make sense canonically. I mean, the only reason you would day one a dungeon realistically in Persona is if you were already broken in the game. It was like your second playthrough. And because look, here's my thing, right? When I played Persona 5 for the first time, I was not day one-ing dungeons. I remember it took me like 2 or 3 days to finish a dungeon. And then like I had all the rest of the days to like do shit. But then I feel like when I got really good at Persona 5 and then I did like a second playthrough of the game, every dungeon I was day one-ing that bitch. You said I day one Tartarus block in my first playthrough of Persona 3 Reload. Hey man, maybe if you're good enough you could do that. Also, like I said, it could be a difficulty thing too, because then people be like, oh, I'm playing this shit on like easy difficulty, and then they're doing everything and it's easy. Day one-ing adds challenge to the first playthroughs. I said this when I didn't day one the first dungeon in P5X. You could day one dungeons in P5X. You did it, Light.
You did it, Light. You removed all the evil from the world. It's not enough. The fuck you mean it's not enough? Janitor AI. No. Roblox Inc. game. Light, for fuck's sake. Labubu's.
Hey, nah, I was just gonna say that. That's not that's not bad. Hold on, you low-key cooking now.
It's actually not that bad. Fudanari.
Nah, bro, come on, bro.
Light, you fucking idiot. What have you done? You did it, Light. You removed all the evil from the world.
Like, wait. What are you doing? The name is this. This shit sounds like it's gonna go. Yeah, on my way to the station. The crowd squeezes out my frustration. It shows Pokemon contest so cool, but then when you play that shit in freaking Ruby and Sapphire or Emerald or whatever, it's just you hopping and split in bloop, 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 bloop. Like, man, yo, this shit look. The editing on this shit is stupid. Oh my god, +4. Damn. You saw the teeth? Oh, hell no. My man pulled the mob psycho, triple freaking question mark. He de-atomized them. Bro, mob. Bro, straight mob, dude. I miss Mob Psycho. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I miss Mob Psycho so much. Study for 20 years, work for 40 years, free for 5, 10 years, die. It's a scam. Bro, you telling me. You telling me. That's why this is my ingenious plan. Make enough money and save enough money in the United States. Then get the fuck out of the United States. Go to the Philippines or some shit. Bring all my money over there and live happily ever fucking after. Then if the government from the US tries to find me so I could pay more taxes, guess what? I'm gonna go underwater with my fucking tree in my backpack plan. You gonna have to find me, bitch. I'm be underwater floating and shit. You said smart troll? Okay, I was joking about the plant backpack plan, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I feel like there has to be a place, like, think about it, chat. If you saved a bunch of money in the US and then decided, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, what's a good place to go to where like the US dollar over there is like you could actually live handsomely over there? Brazil? Oh man, if I was in Brazil, I'd be kind of scared. But then they're gonna have like, I'm gonna have to learn how to do the whole dance, bruh. Enjoy the xenophobia though. Nah, bro, I'm gonna blend in easily, bro. Let me get a tan real quick, and then let me just hit the and they're gonna look at me and be like, we'll let him. We'll let him in. We'll let him in. You have to change your citizenship though. Shit, how hard is it to change your citizenship? Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. America right now, I know a lot of that. Like, that's the irony about like life. Sometimes people are coming to America thinking, "Hey, I'ma find freedom." I mean, you get, I guess, some type of freedom, but then you realize, oh, everybody that's in America is suffering just like everybody else, low key. But it's like, I don't know, bro. Some systematic bullshit, bro. 5 times the U.S. dollar in Malaysia. Fuck it, we going to Thailand? And you put the fucking the tongue emote. Other countries have free healthcare. Bro, I would love to go to Canada, not gonna lie, bro. But then I always hear like Canada's mad expensive. And I'm already seeing Switch 2 games in Canada going for $100. I'm good off that. Do not come to Canada. Bro, if I go to Canada, I'm gonna wear an Eskimo suit. You said thick ass emote?
I never really understood
What the fuck is up with this guy's grin?
why you niggas would turn off the light and then run up the
That's his actual grin? Nah, that gotta be a filter. That's a creepy ass grin.
I never really understood why you niggas would turn off the light and then run up the stairs. I have never done that. Be a fucking man. There's nobody behind you. Nobody's gonna grab your leg. Nobody's in the dark. You're by yourself. Especially if you live alone. There's no need to do that, gang. Have some nuts, little nigga. Have some nuts. I never really understood.
I don't like his smile. 2, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Look, when me and my sisters, right, when we used to live with my parents, there was this area, right, where we lived at, where it was like a basement. And when I tell you, the second we flipped the switch off and the basement lights were off, the way we would be running up them stairs, we even made up a lore about the basement monsters. We called it the lump thing, right? That's what we called it. We called it the lump thing. It doesn't exist. It's something out of our fiction that me and my sisters made up. Whenever we turn off the lights in the basement, the lump thing comes after us, right? No cap. One day, bro, I saw one of my sisters and I was like, let me turn off the light. She said, ah! The way she started running up the stairs, bro, like you know, like when you climb it like this up the stairs, bro, we were hauling ass. We turned off the lights, all the lights are off. We're like, ah! Run! The lump thing is coming. Oh man, you said cum guardian chasing you in the dark. All right, man. All right, let me get the fuck out of here. He said the cum guardian. What?
Goosebumps ass monster.
This guy, right? Goosebumps, the lump thing. Oh, I forgot. Patapon 1 and 2 replay reviews. I heard some mixed stuff about this game. Like the... Bro, I don't even know if I want to hop back onto Patapon, though. I already beat Patapon. Patapon was a hard-ass game. I don't think I want to hop back on this shit. I'm gonna be honest. What makes me laugh about this game, too, is I see a bunch of Nintendo fans being like, this game is amazing! I'm like, yup. It was on PlayStation,
The Lump Thing
baby.
is confirmed to be the main antagonist of the next Retro and the Bloody Condom movie.
Thank you, Electric. I swear Electric gotta be like Tainted's alt, because ain't no way you bringing up the bloody condom. That nasty ass, whatever the hell that shit is. Again! Thank you, bro. Is the hate towards Persona 5 because 1, okay, A, it's an Atlas favorite child. B, P5 drain and wanting P6. C, they actually hate the game, plot, gameplay, whatever. D, the community. Sure, Persona 5 has flaws, but I'm not going to deny that, but there feels like a lot of people who hate it. Me personally, without looking into the comments, I don't hate Persona 5, but let's be honest. Persona 5 has been dragged the fuck out by Atlas. That's my issue with Persona 5 right now. Because understandably enough, right? I love Persona 5. And when I played that game for the first time, I thought that game, to me personally, was like cinema. I was like, oh my God, start to finish, I love this fucking game. Loved it. But now I'm like, bro, every time I'm like, Atlas, where Persona 6 at? When did Persona 5 come out, chat? Wasn't it like 2016? We in 2025. Didn't it come out 2016 in Japan? So we're in 2025. It's almost been 10 years. Yo, 10 years it's almost been. Can you believe that shit? It feels like just yesterday. I still remember when I got Persona 5. I got the Steelbook case edition. I still don't know where the Steelbook's at. That shit disappeared. That shit might be like in storage or something. I don't know where the fuck it's at. I don't know genuinely what happened to my Steelbook case. But I remember I got the Steelbook case edition of that game. And I played that game. And I was doing long live streams playing Persona 5 when I used to live in my parents' house. Some people in the chat remember. We used to be playing that shit like 11 hours every day. Non-stop Persona. Non-stop. That shit was fire. But they dragged it, bruh. Sometimes I feel like it's the most hated game in the series. Yet that also feels contradictory because it feels like the most loved. It is the most loved. But I feel like people who played the game already, we're just tired of it. We're just like, yo, where's the next installment? But it's not a bad game. We lost the great Iwata. R.I.P. Iwata. I ain't gonna lie, bruh. Nintendo was so different. Nintendo. You ever seen that one meme chat from the Powerpuff Girls where like the clown was there? Right now, right when Iwata was there, the clown had all the colors of the rainbow, right? I'm not calling Iwata a clown, obviously, but you know what I mean. Like, all the colors of Nintendo was there. Like, it was beautiful. Now Nintendo is just black and white. Every time I look at Nintendo now, it's just black and white. But when Iwata was there, I feel like all the colors, it was just like, bruh, man, I was like, I love Nintendo. Shit was flourishing. Shit was flourishing, bro. You saw my business card. I'm a corporate president. In my mind, I am a game developer. But in my heart, I am a gamer. Damn, bro. He was the soul of Nintendo. There's a reason why Mr. Yamauchi had handpicked him to be his successor. It was always run by the Yamauchi family for over 100 years. So Iwata was the first president who wasn't part of that family. But there's a reason he was picked. Man. You said Reggie versus Iwata. And then Reggie was in there too. And they were like, when Reggie was there too, with Iwata, it was so different, bro. Ash had no chill. Oh my God. Is this Ash roasting Misty again?
Dogs are one of the 3 most disgusting things in the world! Aside from you, what are the other disgusting things? I knew we shouldn't have listened to you. Now we'll never get out of here.
As if your sense of direction's so bad you can't find yourself in a mirror.
You break mirrors! Excuse me, but are you by any chance the oddball in your family?
My Crazy. Father.
Huh? You mean you're the good-for-nothing father who left home and never came back?
Psyduck and I are so cute we'll look good whatever fashion we wear.
I'm sure Psyduck will.
I hate the way she treats us, but I like the way she looks.
Yeah, not like some other girls who treat you bad and look even worse. This camera is my life. Get yourself a new life.
Yo, get yourself a new life.
See any beautiful girl?
Just turn around.
Misty, please, only one of us can hallucinate at a time.
I hope I'm not becoming heartless.
You were always heartless.
Hey, he called her a heartless. Kingdom Hearts reference, bro. She a heartless.
They're ignoring us. Their show is pretty boring.
It'll get canceled pretty soon.
Dogs are one of the 3 most
bro, Ash crazy. Misty Nort. 40% chance this happens when you pee with a wiener.
Oi.
Oh my God, Tainted has appeared. Yo, Tainted. How you feeling today, bro? Hope you feeling alright, my dude. You said this thread is vile. What happened? Let me see. 40% chance this happens when you pee with a wiener. Okay. Whoa! How the hell did we get here? What the hell is this? What the fuck did I even go to? You said nobody mentioned nothing. Hey, now we chilling Tainted, bro. Hope you're having a great day. Men should try to piss sitting down. Just trust me on this. I've tried that sometimes. It's not that bad. Sometimes you just don't want to stand up and piss. But then it's kind of like, hey, bro. Then you remember, I'm a dude. I gotta piss. Oda's connection with the Rurouni Kenshin author.
Anime fans are furious at Oda, and it all has to do with this guy. You see, this is Nobuhiro Watsuki, and he's the creator of a manga, Rurouni Kenshin. And it's a fairly popular series, and he's even mentored Oda, the creator of One Piece. But in 2018, this guy was found guilty of possessing let's say, child-related content. In fact, it wasn't just one or two. The police found 100 DVDs of girls. What's crazy is that this man had so much.
Oh no! I think somebody I remember mentioned that shit to me. Oh no! I didn't know it was that bad, chat. No, it was that bad, bro.
Out content. They genuinely thought he was the distributor.
Oh nah, he's cooked.
They thought he was the Heisenberg of the Enterprise, which is disgusting. But for Rurouni Kenshin's 30th anniversary, a bunch of creators made drawings to celebrate, including Oda, and his art is a little bit too detailed, if you catch my drift. And the internet is absolutely flaming him, but they're also focused on other creators. Mostly Araki, the creator of JoJo's, because bro took one look at the charges and said, I am not drawing shit. For reference, this is Araki's art. It's featured in the Louvre. The man has collabs with Gucci. He is the art guy. And not only did Araki spend a giggle amount of time for this tribute, Fujimoto and Kubo didn't even participate. So basically Araki's the GOAT, and watch JoJo's because it's peak fiction. Anime fan.
Damn, bro. He got off with a slap on the wrist since it's not serious in Japan. Crazy.
Okay, what
I know if he was in America, bro, he would have been.
does A stand for?
Arson.
What?
Oh, you're so good. Okay, B. What does B stand for?
Barson.
What stands for C?
Commit arson.
Ooh.
D.
Don't come near me. I'm going to commit arson.
Okay,
what the fuck kind of shit is that? FBI takes down big Nintendo Switch piracy site.
Chat don't want to hear me get on stream and tell them how wrong they are. I ain't even say shit yet.
We just chilling, Tainted. Relax. We don't even have to talk about it. You could just chill, bro. Tainted right now like this. Tainted, it reminds me of like OG CM Punk, where he's like this with his hands. Like you remember like old school WWE CM Punk before he started a match. This is Tainted right now, like coming into the room. He's like, nah, bro. Bro. We ain't gonna talk about it, bro. But if we gonna talk about it, we gonna talk about it. I'm like, yo, bro.
MFI said what's up, and then like 10 MFS off bat said Superman.
Tainted ready to close line, people. Everybody leave Tainted alone. Everybody leave Tainted alone. Let the dude grieve. He's pissed still about the situation. Leave Tainted alone. He says, why you got Mithra Wayne pearl necklace? Mithra? Martha Wayne? Oh no. You know whose pearl necklace I got? I got Flurry's pearl necklace from Paper Mario. I saw her and she hit me with that little, and I saw her and I said,
Fuck it, I'ma throw the chair. Movie was a 6.5.
oh, damn. I already said that shit was ass. Hold up.
Superman that hoe.
Superman, hold on, watch me. You. Batman's mom necklace is crazy. Chill. I want to do that to him. Yo, thank you for the biddies, Sora and Oddity and Tainted. Thank you guys. Oh my god, wait. This is the shit that will get you killed. His security fucked up for doing this. Your rage just kicked Cory to you out of his home, threw away all his belongings, and placed his big dogs in front of a gate to prevent him from getting back in. Oh, I think I heard about this situation where like one of his friends took shit a little too, he took his content a little too far, and he was recording Rage sleeping in his house, and then took his chain to try to pawn it off or something. And also like, what's his name? I think like even drove his car. I was like, nah, that's too much. I feel like it should have been obvious. Like there's a line that you're not supposed to cross, and he definitely crossed way too many lines. Oh, yep, we saw this. Oh, I think we're back. Oh, we're back. Oh yeah, we're back. You say he was plotting a day before too? Insanity. I'm refreshing real quick. Refresh. You said 5 things I wish I knew before moving to Japan.
Now, I asked people on social media what were things they wish they knew before moving to Japan, and obviously I got, I got some interesting
This is a 16-minute video. God damn.
replies. So here are the 5 things that I wish I knew before I moved to Japan. So the first thing I wish I knew before moving to Japan is furusato noze, or literally meaning hometown tax. Now look, we all know that Japan is not really having the best time making babies right now. You'll pretty much hear about it.
So you telling me if I go there right now, you give me housing if I just help repopulate the area? But it's like, how does that even work? It's like, I don't understand. Like, how am I supposed to repopulate this shit? I'm gonna have to rizz up all the Japanese baddies over there?
All the time. And despite what the internet might have you believe, no, there is no such thing as a breeding visa. Although, I'm pretty sure most of Reddit really wishes there was. No, instead Japan has taken a rather unique approach to depopulation.
Bro, imagine getting a breeding visa. That sounds insane. You show up to a freaking airport and you're just like, I'm here to nut in some people in another country. Like, just a whole freaking card. Insane.
You see, Tokyo, Osaka, and all the big major cities that we know about are actually growing in size. This means a lot less tax money going to the smaller towns suffering from the effects of depopulation. So the bigwigs in the Japanese government came up with a genius solution, and I have to admit, it's pretty damn good. They came up with furusato noze. It's a system that lets any tax-paying...
Oh, no, hold up!
Ironically had a few bad weeks, and then the cherry on top was the Superman movie taking away any remaining hope that I had. Y'all kicked me while I was already down and took the L in peace. Fuck it. Y'all fueled the fire. I'm coming for James Gunn meme bot farms and paid critics like crazy now. I'm gonna start buying my own bot farms the same way they did back then to cause diviseness, and I'm making my own film critic YouTube channel now. I'ma make sure this shit blows up.
Nah, you know what, Tainted? Nah, hold up, Tainted. No cap? You should make your own YouTube channel. And then you talk about like your own disdain, because look, no cap, Tainted, I feel like if you were to make a YouTube video on it, especially with the amount of passion you have over this shit, and the amount of research that you obviously have, like in terms of like, you could do movie comparisons, talk about that shit, and do, honestly, I feel like that video will go viral. I feel like you should. But I don't know about the bot farms. I don't know shit about bot farms. If you're going to do bot farms, I don't know anything about that. But I feel like personally, since you're so passionate, right, about those films, right, I feel like you should do like a type of movie comparison kind of thing where you talk about, these are my gripes about this, that, and the third. And then I feel like I'd make a good YouTube video. I feel like that'd make a good YouTube video. I can imagine Tainted starting the video being like, fuck the new Superman. You know what I want to show you? Look at this Zack Snyder masterpiece. And do one of those videos where you're like standing in front of the green screen, and then like you have like funny effects blowing up, and you just walking in front of the camera and you're like, look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is peak cinema. Look at that. See that James Gunn zoom in? The one where he goes like this. Not the James Gunn. The Snyder cut zoom in where he hits you with the... You know which one I'm talking about, bro. I love those zoom ins. But overall, Tainted, don't let that shit deter you. Don't let that shit ruin your day.
I'm gonna initially make critiques on Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, etc. And then after I have a good following, then I'll talk about the Snyder movies because it will subvert their opinion about me after they were following my content for videos on end.
Do what you gotta do, Tainted. Do what you gotta do. I have confidence in like what you can do.
Divert a
Because you're very passionate about it. I already know the passion. You have the passion for that shit.
I'm a back tainted on it. Also, I saw last stream, whoever told you Angry Joe loved the movie was lying out their ass in
Really?
Bizarro World. He loved Superman more than any creator and gave that shit a 6 and was immensely disappointed.
Really?
He had almost all the critiques I had after watching it. It would have been a 7.5 had the plot not be so unnecessary.
Wait, Angry Joe hated it? People were telling me he loved that shit.
If you want my opinion on Superman 2025, just watch Angry Joe's non-spoiler review.
We'll probably watch that shit after this then, Tainted. I'll try to see that shit. Because I like watching Angry Joe.
Of their income and resident
I'll
taxes
check
to
that shit
local
out.
governments outside of where they actually live. And in return, you get free stuff. But how does it work? Well, first of all, you need to go to one of these websites, and right away I can see that I can buy a
No
kilogram
cap.
of
I might just go to watch that shit right now. You know why? Because no kizzy, like Rio said, bitch, I ain't living in Japan. I ain't living in Japan. Fuck it. Where's that shit? Hold up. Superman non-spoiler review. Angry Joe Schmo.
Angry Joe is the biggest Superman fan. He gave Man of Steel, a Zack Snyder Superman movie, a 9/10. And he gave Superman 2025 a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay. Tainted, thank you. Hold on, I'm trying to find the non-spoiler one. Which one is the non-spoiler one? Hold on. Look at this. Which one is it? Is it this one? The first one. This one? 52 minutes. Oh! God damn! 52 minutes non-spoiler? Why is it so long? Is he breaking down every scene? Oh my god. You said it's a movie review. What do you expect? Look, Cool J. Look, Cool J. Cool J. Man! Wait, but I'm looking for a non-spoiler. This does not feel like non-spoiler. Where's the non-spoiler one? You see, look, not spoiler-free is not by this guy. Bro, he did a 51-minute video Angry Joe review of this shit. Then he did one with his friends. An hour and 20 minutes. Oh, nah. You say, and you're going to be pausing that shit, so it's going to be 2 hours. You already know. You already know. Should I watch this guy instead? This one is 13 minutes. I'll watch the 13-minute one.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss. And
The first one you clicked was Angry Joe non-spoiler. Before you watch this, link.
Oh my god, what is this? Angry Joe show? Okay. I ain't gonna lie to you, Tainted. I ain't watching that second one. That's a freaking Breaking Bad episode. It's 10 o'clock. I gotta go to sleep soon. If I watch that whole shit, that's basically the end of the stream.
Wait! No! Wait! No! No! Why?
Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day and I hope your week goes well.
Snack. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you, baby.
How the fuck would you show me something if I couldn't have it then?
The incredibly bad fucking news has just broke an hour ago. Holy shit. No! Why? Nobody gives a shit about a Superman origin story. Nobody gives a shit. We've already had a young Superman. It's time to see Superman at his best, at their power level. Go up against Mongol. Go up against Lobo. Go up against motherfucking Darkseid. Go up against goddamn fucking galactic level threats. I don't give a shit. I don't want to see motherfucking young ass Superman dealing with goddamn reporting and goddamn learning how to be Superman. I've already seen that a ton of times. You had an amazing actor who embodies the role and you fucking slapped him in the fucking face. You fucking disrespected him over and over. For what? He's done everything that you had. This is fucking absolutely bullshit. Poor fucking Henry, man. Leaves fucking Witcher to focus on Superman because the fucking studio told him that he was going to be Superman again. This is ridiculous. The man is a class.
No, I can't lie though. He does make a good looking Superman. Every time I seen that actor from that Superman, hands down, I'm like, he had the chin, he had the hair, the chiseled jawline, the physique. He had it.
Act. Look at his Instagram message. I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone. I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life. Look at this man, how humble and amazing he is. Look, the changing of the guard is something that happens. I respect that. James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them and all involved with the new universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. For those who have been by my side throughout the years, we can mourn for a bit, but then we must remember, Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists, and the examples he sets for us are still there. This motherfucker is Superman, man. My turn to wear the cape has passed, but what Superman stands for never will. It's been a fun ride with you all, upwards and onwards. That's my fucking Superman. The studios must not like money.
I'm visualizing this as tainted right now, bro. Like this is tainted to a T. Like, nah!
Why do you not want my money? What a class act. What a class act.
Yo.
What a fucking professional. I cannot believe he's handling this news. I mean, I would handle the news like I'm handling it now, but Henry's a professional. I'll get mad for you, Henry. What the fuck? Why'd you have me put the suit back on? I've been working my fucking ass off. I left the fucking Witcher, and now I'm not gonna be Superman? What is wrong with you? Nobody wants to see a goddamn young Superman. Nobody. We've seen it already a bunch of times. What are we doing? Earth-based Superman. It's time to go to space. It's time to fucking face big threats. What am I gonna deal with the bully? Am I dealing with the bully and the Daily Planet? Is that what we're doing? Am I dealing with?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of superhero movies do be doing that shit. Where like, I feel like it's kind of like that happened recently, right? Again with Batman, where like they hired Robert Pattinson.
Remember, I ain't start this. All I said was oi, and then people started to say Superman, tainted and shit. So this video is basically 2 years ago from when Angry Joe found out Henry Cavill was fired after bringing him back after like 2 months after he was fired years ago because of Warner Brothers execs. Again, he hates Zack Snyder but gave Man of Steel a 9/10. That being said, watch the first 10 minutes of the non-spoiler review now and then you can skip to the last 5 minutes or something.
Bet. I'll watch the first 10 minutes. I'll speed it up and then I'll watch the end because 50 minutes is crazy.
Goddamn, I don't want a fucking origin story, but you know what? Oh, Joe, it's okay. It's okay.
Thank you,
he
Tainted.
says it will not be an origin story. The reboot will focus on a young Clark Kent in his early days as a reporter in Metropolis.
Oh, but what I was going to say is, I felt like they were doing that shit. Remember when Robert Pattinson got rehired? He got hired to play Batman. And then once again, it was like, oh, now we got to watch Batman again from the beginning, from seeing him as a kid to his parents dying. And I feel like we've seen that shit so many times to a point where I feel like a lot of these superhero movies, they keep on doing this thing where like they make a movie, then they can it, and then they restart it again. Then they can it, then they restart it again. And it's like, bro, we've seen Batman's parents die so many times to a point, like, bruh, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. Sometimes they just do that with superhero movies, but I understand like why he's mad. He want to see Superman doing cool shit, but like they keep going back to the beginning.
This motherfucker. This motherfucker. Who the fuck do you think you are? Yes, you made Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, it made a bunch of money. But you also made some fucking movies that didn't fucking make anything money. That didn't make much money. Suicide Squad was a box office flop. And
Yo, what movie came out? You know what's crazy? That Superman movie, a lot of people are liking it. It came out recently. That movie, I think they said it made like domestically about 125 million. And they said, bro, for that movie to break even, they need to make like 500 mil. I'm like, bro, these movie budgets are ridiculous. 500 mil?
DCU, you're going to go back to young Superman. I don't know if it's going to work. Look, I'm happy that Superman is a priority for him. I'm happy
made like
that James is like,
251?
I want to take personal charge. I want to write it. I don't know who's going to play Superman, but it's not Henry. Why can't it be Henry? Why? It's not going to be Henry. Why do you have to do an origin story? If you're such a good fucking writer, then write where he is now with all the rest of the DC characters. What about Shazam? The motherfucker is friends with Safran, Zachary Levi. He's like, well, we're not going to be friends anymore. He made that joke at a fucking convention.
Safran and James Gunn. I'm sure most of you guys know who James Gunn is because he's made all kinds of incredible movies and television shows like Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad and stuff. So he's one of my bosses now, which is dope. Also, he's a friend of mine, so that makes it even cooler. And then Peter Safran, who is his partner, is my producer. He produces the movie Shazam. So your question is, if those are my two bosses, is there a plan and a future for Shazam? I would say, yeah, I would hope so. I would hope so, because those are my friends. And if they don't have a plan, then they are not my friends anymore. No, sir. All right. And then they are not my friends anymore.
Where's Shazam gonna go? Where is Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson?
That's true. Where the fuck is Shazam gonna go? Because I remember when I saw Shazam, I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was a pretty cool movie. And then what happened, with Black Adam? Didn't people say Black Adam sucked because The Rock just played as himself? He didn't even play as a superhero. He was just The Rock. They're like, whenever The Rock gets casted, he just plays as himself.
Are you just rebooting the whole fucking thing? Are you fucking serious? But what about Wonder Woman? What about the billion-dollar franchise of Wonder Woman? What about the billion-dollar franchise of Aquaman? You're just going to cut those guys off because you cut Superman off, you cut Henry Cavill off, so that universe is gone. That universe is done.
Oh, that's true. Because they all did films together
also,
and shit.
Why not just take stories from the numerous comics and make adaptations of those? Just saying.
Yeah, wasn't there like a Justice League movie?
I was very hopeful of this movie too because I like James Gunn's movies, but it's just a fun turn your brain off film. The acting was great but the direction was disappointing.
Damn.
James Gunn historically said he didn't know how he would make a Superman movie cause he didn't understand how'd he make the character.
What?
I feel like PPS still don't want to make a superhero movie where the
gosh.
heroes are actually at their best. Without spoilers, big emphasis with this was we got to show he's human, guys.
Ah. Thank you, Akuro. Thank you, Oddity. Thank you, Tainted.
That was going to be Ben Affleck's Batman movie versus Deathstroke. Then Warner Brothers said, nah, fuck your script, Ben. Matter of fact, fuck you directing. Let's bring Matt Reeves. Matter of fact, fuck you starring in this, you alcoholic with depression. We're bringing Robert Pattinson. By the way, the very last scene in Black Adam, after months of trying to convince execs to bring back Henry, they bring him back. Then because the next movie was going to be Black Adam versus Superman and Shazam.
What? Nah, yeah, it sounds like DC is in shambles. I'm not gonna lie to you. It sounds like so much miscommunication, so much like quick decision changes. Like, that sounds terrible. That sounds like like all these movies just have like these crazy plot holes now because like now that they switched actors, it's kind of like it just kills off a lot of these storylines. And like I said, Superman, wasn't there like a Justice League movie where he was there with Wonder Woman and what's his name? Batman as who played Batman? Ben Affleck? Dude, that sounds like a fucking disaster.
If you make another fucking film with Jason Momoa as Aquaman or Wonder Woman as Gal Gadot, you're a fucking hypocrite. You're a fucking liar. Pure fucking hubris.
Sheer fucking hubris.
So you have to restart everything. Luckily, you can't touch Batman. Matt Reeves is Batman. They won't let you touch Batman. But this, James, bro, please don't do this, James. You're already doing it. James, pure fucking hubris. I get it. You want to write about Superman. Didn't you say that you didn't want to do a Superman movie? I thought I recalled you saying you didn't want to do a fucking Superman movie. Now you want to do a fucking Superman movie yourself. You want to write it yourself, and you want to make him young. Peter, here he is on Twitter. Peter and I have a DC slate ready to go, which couldn't be more over the moon about. We'll be able to share some exciting news after our first projects at the beginning of the new year. I'm sorry, I'm upset. Among those slates is Superman. In the initial stages, our story will be focused on an earlier part of Superman's life, so the character will not be played by Henry Cavill.
Damn.
This is amazing, guys. Just fucking see somebody come out like out in the open. But we just had a great meeting with Henry. We're big fans. We talked about a number of exciting possibilities to work together in the future. What are you gonna do? You gonna fucking cameo him? Are you gonna use him in a multiverse capacity? That's the only thing that I can think of. So the motherfucking scene that he filmed for motherfucking Flash will definitely be removed now.
Zack
He filmed
Snyder
the scene
was
for Flash
always right.
because he was removed from.
He was always the blueprint. I don't care. Y'all tried to rob me of hope. Y'all kicked me while I was down. I'm gonna make sure hope comes back.
Oh nah, Tainted is a villain now.
Superman is about hope but momentarily robbed me of hope. Either way, just watch Angry Joe's non-spoiler review now.
Alright. Tainted, all I'm saying is that if you become a villain, don't put me in your crossfire, man. You scaring me right now, bro. I did nothing. I did nothing. I don't want to be targeted. All right, he said watch the first 10 minutes.
Hey guys.
Tainted Movie Critic
Regis
channel
got back.
coming soon.
He cheesing though. That's a good sign. He cheesing though. Tainted Movie Critic channel coming soon. Hey, bro, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, Tainted. I'm not gonna lie. When you make that shit up and then you start like dropping content, I'll sub to you, bro. I get to see your shit and I'm gonna leave comments. Yeah, but you see him cheesing, right? That video did look like it was from like about 2 years ago. So hey, at least he looking happy.
Mind you, I would have given it a 7.5 had they fixed the one plot point that would have been so in character, but they didn't. I don't hate this movie like Tainted, but as a Superman fan, I was left wanting half stiffy.
Half stiffy? Hey, yo!
Watch about 10 minutes, then go to the last 10 minutes.
Alright, got you. I got you. He's smiling. Hold up. Thank you, Oddity. Thank you, Tainted. Hold up. We're gonna see right now.
From the early showing of Superman 2025, James Gunn's introduction to the DCU. Got the Amazon early showing, 7 p.m. on Tuesday night. It is 10. Buckle up, because it's probably going to be a little bit longer of a review. And if you think you can judge my reaction to the film would be on my face, I don't think so. Okay. So this I'm doing with the boys, obviously. We all saw it together. And but this is their opportunity, to speak. I have an opportunity. I have a tendency to interrupt a lot, especially when I'm passionate about something, angry about something, liking something, trying to defend something. So what I would like to do is I'm going to go ahead.
Damn, bro. He had to tie his mouth shut because he about to go off.
And then we'll let the boys go and say their piece, and then I will say my piece. Here we go.
Okay. The movie wasn't bad. You should check it out if you got some free time. It's not. I was honestly hoping for more. I wanted more from this movie. I do like some of these characters. They did a great job. Some of these characters, I don't know. I don't just felt off. The music was off for me. It was very off-putting. I did not like their music choices at all. I honestly didn't think. I was expecting more Superman action. I didn't feel like there's some, yeah, but like it's rare, and then obviously you need it for your climax.
Climax.
No, yeah. I'm a little disappointed. I came in wanting to really love this movie, but I just think it's all right. It was an all right film. That's sad.
So I had no.
They got the. Wait a minute. Wasn't he the villain? They kept the same villain? That the bald guy, wasn't he a villain in one of the previous movies? Or am I tripping? Lex. Or was Lex Luthor that villain? Was he played by a different actor? I think it was played by that one actor that was in that Card movie. I'm bugging. Never mind.
I had no feelings, real strong feelings.
All bald people are the same.
I think it's a pretty good film. I can totally understand people wanting to love this, but I think that what I got here was a pretty good movie. I think we got some pretty good action. We got some pretty good heart. Sometimes there was one scene in particular
Joe about
that
to go
I think was really
crazy.
touching, and it was the one time where James Gunn didn't interrupt his moment with a ill-timed, often not very funny joke or attempt at humor, and so that we did get one. I mean, there's some. This is a James Gunn film for all of the good and the bad that comes along with it, because I think there's a lot of times where he's trying to inject humor. In my opinion, I think he went a little too overboard with this, because I do think that there was a good emotional foundation here that we could have explored more of.
Yeah.
I think some of my fears were, for me, I don't know if it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but it did feel overstuffed. It did feel like there was too many characters. There was great stuff here, and I was wanting more of it constantly. A couple characters in particular, it's like, man, I want to spend more time with these ones. I don't need you to introduce these ones.
Bro,
I get it. HBO probably
you
has a
didn't
TV
even
show
watch
and an
Batman
animated
v
show, and they're going to
Superman
cameos here
yet
and
or
there.
Snyder
And there
Cut.
is some
You're
of the Marvel
thinking
thing where they're
about
setting up
Jesse
the next
Eisenberg in BVS. This Lex is the guy from X-Men and Skins. Completely different Lex.
You got me. Thank you, Tainted. Thank you for the correction, because you got me. I just saw a bald guy, and I instantly thought, hey, he looked like that one guy with the cards.
project in this project to a little bit,
but
I
he
think
wasn't.
This movie, I think that it's a pretty good film. I think it's a summer blockbuster. If you have a beer and you have popcorn and you're there enjoying it, people who want to enjoy it, I think you are.
He said you
If
could
were
drink a
worried
beer to
at
this
all about
movie?
the trailers, I think that you're gonna not have as great of a
we kind
time.
of got the whiff of that as well.
Yeah, and so I think that it's pretty good, and I can imagine how disappointing it is for some of you who wanted great, because I don't think we barely sniff greatness here. But we spent a lot of time way below.
We did. For me, the best thing was David and Rachel. They had good chemistry, and that's what I wanted more of.
We got, what, 5 minutes?
Yes, and that is what was really disappointing. Because
They
I
had
wanted
the
some
dog
characters to have
Crypto.
them and just have the story be about them and facing them. But like you said, those other characters we had to like focus
And
on.
minor characters too. Like, we're constantly introducing some of these minor characters, and they do it because they're important to the content. Look, this is an IP that has so many.
It's the
characters
bald
people love
guy
for great
again!
reasons. You don't have to show all of them in the very first thing. It makes you think like he's insecure about the future of the DCU in the very first movie.
But
It's like,
there's more.
Yeah,
It's like, wait.
Focus on the good. Let us set up a foundation that everyone loves the characters as is, and then you can build upon that. And I think almost all of my problems with this movie is like it's the character count's too big, the subplot thing is too big, and we
Yeah.
have too little time touching all the things that the film was doing really well.
Yeah.
Action-wise, there's one scene I really like. I don't like the way they filmed it as far as like cameras, because there's some really cool stuff, way more brutal than I thought it was going to be, if you can catch it, because it's dark and like lots of stuff's happening and the camera's moving real violently, and it's like if we had a little bit more faith in our ability to do CG, I think it could have really stood out as like a really cool action set piece. Other than that, it's just stuff that I'd seen in the trailers, because we watched
Yeah,
a lot.
this is exactly what it was. This was like I wanted something extra. We didn't get that.
So ultimately, pretty good. I'm not disappointed because I had low expectations going in it, but I think unless you're one of those, there's a lot of weirdos on the internet that wanted to hate this movie the second it came out. Unless you're one of those people, I don't think you're gonna hate this movie.
Yeah, no, you're not. But yeah, I'm a big fan too. But I was disappointed.
Yeah,
I was.
yeah, you were a little Superman shirt. Yeah.
It's a medium.
Oh,
Not
I'm
small.
sorry. That's not what I meant. All right.
Well, go ahead.
He was smiling in the beginning. Now he looks frustrated again. He's about to go off. Yeah, Joe right now. Yeah, he's about to freaking. He started off like, ee. Now he's about to go off.
I'm gonna do a 3 hour.
Don't cry.
I'm gonna do a 3 hour review with a bonus 1 hour on my own. Okay, so stay tuned for that as I formulate my thoughts, guys. I'm shook. I'm shook. I don't know how to feel. I'm gonna be honest. We literally just saw this, and I am of two minds right now. I have a critic brain and I have a fan brain. Obviously, my fan brain and my fanboyism for the character of Superman. I liked it. I had fun, but also my critic brain. There's so many red flags going off. There's so many missed opportunities that, I don't want to gush and start ranting because you're going to think that I hate the film, and I don't hate the film. I love Superman, and perhaps I love Superman too much because I want him to succeed at the highest level. And when you see him executed in this particular way, this is a new Superman. Let me talk good things. This is a new Superman done in a new way that we've not seen on screen before. Okay, this is a comic Superman. This is a vulnerable Superman. This is a human Superman. This is a Superman that feels, that gets his ass kicked all the time. This is a Superman that has those human feelings. But the problems are when you do that, you have to balance that out with badass moments. You have to balance that out with great action. You have to actually have those moments have feeling. And unfortunately, all of the moments where I was supposed to be feeling something, sometimes it was there because of my love of the character, but it wasn't at the level that I thought it would be. And James Gunn makes personal choices. James Gunn a long time ago said, I don't want to do Superman. And then he said, I will do Superman. I found an in. I found, how I want to do it. And do I think it's a good start to the DCU? Yes. But as a Superman film, I think it's just okay. And I'm more Joe than I am Alex.
You says
I'm
Cory
more
Kenshin tweet on my
disappointed than
timeline. What happened? You says Cory Kenshin tweet on my timeline finna ruin Retro's whole week? What you talking about? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? You baiting. What he said. No way, bro. There's no way they trying to cancel Cory. There's a woman on TikTok that's exposing Cory. No way, bro. No. No. No, bro. There's no way, dude. No. Nah, there's no way somebody's trying to do that. No. Nah, you know what? I'm playing devil's advocate. I gotta hear everybody's side of the story. I don't give a fuck. Hell nah, I'm playing devil's advocate. I gotta hear everybody's side of the story. I ain't gonna hear somebody saying this. Nah, bro. I gotta hear everybody. I gotta see all the cards laid out. I'm not jumping to no conclusions. Hell nah. You said I think it's coming from an ex? Nah, but then all right, hold on. Let me finish the Superman shit that I was just seeing. All right, I'm like 9 minutes in. I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go to the last 10 minutes.
And I need to rewatch it. I'm gonna see it again on Thursday. But you have to know something about me.
You said take that shit to court, bro. If I was him, and he knows for a fact, because look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's shit like that that makes me nervous to even, get into relationships and shit. Because I'm telling you, bro, like you could be with a whole shorty laid up, busting in them cheeks. Okay, pause. But you know what I'm saying? You could be with a whole shorty, then out the blue, they could just 180 flip and then just start saying all types of bullshit. Oh, they did this to me. I'd be like, what? Oh, nah, bro. I'm gonna have to see that shit. You said this is how mob mentality is formed. I gotta see. You said if it's fake, take her ass to court. Man.
You know how I hate musicals, and when people just start singing on screen, you look over, you'll see me on the theater go, ah! Another thing that I don't like, unfortunately, is punk rock. And this is a punk rock Superman. And I don't like punk rock. I don't like the idea of punk rock Superman. I don't think it's cool to call Superman punk rock. That's just not my thing. And I know there's going to be people out there that think that's cool and that think that fits, but it's not me. And so I can respect, and I like punk rock from the outside. A few songs. The song choices here for the punk rock were terrible. I didn't like them. And honestly, I'm going to start flowing with the negatives, but I want to continue. There is some positives here, but as far as negatives go, there's a lot of choices that I disagree with. But ultimately, he does get the characters. The characters are great, so it is a solid foundation. And what I can say is it definitely feels like a cartoon. It definitely feels like Superman the Animated Series. It feels like Superman, the Justice League Unlimited. However, I would say it feels like those, but the filler episodes, or the episodes in between the good episodes. And that's me being kind. The soundtrack was weak. Outside of one song, which is mainly riffing off of John Williams, the soundtrack is really, really weak, so it didn't help to punctuate a lot of those moments outside the John Williams theme. And I feel like the film never slows down. The pacing feels very fast. It almost feels kind of...
Oh no, it felt like the fucking Mario movie. They said, oh my god, we're in Toad Town. We're in the underground pipe system. Oh shit, Fire Flower Garden. Oh my god, we're in the Sky Town now. Oh nah. Bro, I hate when movies are too fast. You said that's actually a good representation of the Superman movie? No way. So it was fast-paced like that, like the Mario movie? That was one of my biggest gripes about the Mario movie. I thought the animation was great. The voice acting was great, even though I know a lot of people don't like this guy, the voice acting. I thought it was great, but I felt like the pacing was on some bullshit. Like, I understand it's a kid's movie, but goddamn, I wanted to, like, look at the worlds a little bit more. They were going through each world like this, bro. Like, they didn't give a fuck.
Jumbled. The way it was told, it definitely feels like there were some reshoots or the rumored projects where it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, how, you know, there were rumors that there was title cards for that. And it does kind of feel like that. It does feel like it's been re-edited. It lacks a lot of...
Oh, we're 11 minutes in. All right, last 10 minutes. Hold up. What's this, 51?
I can literally sum up all he gonna say. Superman was underused. There is too many characters that give Superman the backseat for his first movie. He was treated too human. Not enough Clark Kent. Too much humor that ruins some moments. Pacing issues. Crypto was needed in here. Overall, there was too much in little time.
How long was the movie? Was this like a 2-hour, 30-minute film? Or was this like...
Oh, so apparently Henry Cavill.
Oh, it's only 2 hours. You said crypto was needed here. You meant to say he wasn't needed? But it was 2 hours? Shit. Let me see what he says at the end, because he's so passionate about it.
I did like what was ruined because I'd rather have Superman have that part. It would have made him more emotional.
Let's talk about it. Spoilers.
Yes.
I'm right there with you. I'm not super sad about it because I was thinking, you know, that I was hoping I was going to enjoy because I typically enjoy James Gunn stuff. And if you love everything James Gunn's done, I think you're going to like this one too. But I think for all of those reasons, it's super well put because it's like I think that there are too many things going on here. And what was shitty about all of the things here is he actually did a really good job with Superman. He did a really good job with Lois Lane. I think that Superman's family are great, and there's some scenes there that are wonderful. And so,
talk about that.
So like that's the scene I'm saying. That's the one time that there's emotion where there's not a joke at the end. It's just a scene that's allowed to breathe. And I sat there watching. It's like do that. And so every time I see Lois and Clark or Lois and Superman interact, it's like yes, this is it. Do more of that.
When he's doing it, it works.
But instead, we have these Jimmy scenes, and we have Jimmy side quest adventures that like are convenient and ridiculous, and this other character, and we're introducing this other stuff, and then we gotta go to a different part of the world. And it's just he wanted to do too much shit in a 2-hour movie, and I think it's edited weird. There's weird pacing in this movie. I really don't like what they did with Lex Luthor because I do think that there are times where he's done smart stuff, mostly off screen. When he's on screen, he's a child and a bratty shitty one. And it's like I want to know. I want to fear him. I want him to be a menace. I want him to be this foil to Superman. Like where it's like Superman can just do whatever he wants to do. And then the canon things.
He wanted bro.
You talked about one that you were losing point like that.
He wanted bro to be like Shigaraki, bro.
That's about me because I don't have any attachment. There are two things that happen in this movie.
Oh yeah, they're way bigger. I agree with
we'll
that. I read the same
exactly.
But there are two things that are like pretty big, and it's just like whoa. I can't believe that happened because I thought we were going in a completely different direction. But something we did something different. So I think that I think I'm gonna give this a 7. I do think it's a pretty good movie. I don't think it's a great movie, but I think if you have no expectations like me, you're not looking for an amazing superhero film. You're just looking for something like eat popcorn and have a beer with. You're gonna have a decent time. So I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'm really surprised, Alex. Like, really am. I mean, when I was making my prediction video, I thought, it'll maybe make 115 million domestically, opening weekend 120. It's not making money. All this stuff about 175 bullshit. It's not happening. But maybe we are so out of touch that this is just general audiences love this kind of stuff, surface level stuff.
Well, they weren't even clapping at the end. Like you said.
They were clapping at the beginning.
Exactly.
I felt that they wanted to clap, but there wasn't like, if you want to set up claps, there's ways to do it. And some directors know how to do it, but it wasn't set up for that here. Okay. So Alex made these great points about Lex Luthor. I'd like to say ditto on all those. And my critic brain is on right now because I have integrity. Just because I'm wearing a Superman outfit, I consider going to the Superman film.
That's almost at 300
million.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Make me automatically love the film.
Hopefully it does break even.
Haters was really making me depressed. Like they were just wanting this movie to fail and wanting it to be bad. And I kind of want to stick it to them for them to be good. But I have to tell you my honest fucking thoughts. And when I made the prediction, I was like, man, I knew it wasn't gonna be a 10, but I was like, man, it's gonna be like, we're gonna be like 7, 8, 9, right? And when I said 7 in my mouth, I'm like, nah, it's not gonna be 7. They're gonna be better, right?
With the 7. No, get out of here. Come back.
I think I would be out of 7 if I was like, Alex, I had no expectations. I haven't read 175 Superman stories and seen it done more effectively in shorter amounts of time and focus in the right areas. Here is James Gunn gets it, but they're puddles. And we needed to press it hard because this is Superman's movie. We're setting up the DCU too much. Where it's the only way we're gonna get what I want is if a sequel comes around and it's not James Gunn. It's James Gunn produced, but he gives it to somebody else. I hate saying that.
Taika Waititi.
No, fuck you.
Not after the.
Anyways, so Critic Brain, like my fan brain wants to give it a 7, but my Critic Brain is telling me 6. This is my first impressions that we literally just saw it.
6
this
out
is
of
my
10.
how I feel walking out of the theater, a little disappointed. We had a fan come up to us. He was like, I liked it. I asked him, what do you think? He said he liked it, and I didn't want to, ruin anything. So,
Oh, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to take that away from anybody. And I don't want to young somebody's young, especially with Superman. I want to come out here and tell y'all, everybody buy 17 tickets. You know me. I don't ask you for anything. I wanted you to go out and buy 17 tickets, but my integrity and my bid is like, well, if I think it's a 6, that's like, hey, go out and see it if you want. Instead of buy the fucking tickets now, screaming from the mountaintops. I wanted to do that, and I can't. If I turn on my fan brain for a minute, say, hey, maybe we can get it done better in the future. If you do, maybe James will then move back into a producer role in a studio overseer, because I could tell his love and passion is there, because I can tell he understands the character. I'm still happy with him, and I'm still happy that he's in charge in this, and I do think that the DCU still has a bright future, but I want to put other creatives in control that really focus in, and this one just feels like hey, I'm laying a foundation.
Exactly, because I would love to see more of Clark, because I thought he was doing a great job.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, Alex.
Well, the last thing I say is, like, if you we do a lot of TV and movie stuff here, and like some of the complaints I have about Dave Filoni is some of the stuff I have complaints about here, where these pet characters or these small bit characters are given like these elevated positions at the detriment of our main characters. And then
audiences want these days.
I have no idea what people want, because people are
we're out of touch.
People are
we're out of touch, old man.
I know, but it's like it's so weird. I don't think that any of the people, the average mass audience, want to see Jimmy go on a side quest.
No.
Do you think so? No. Would you think they would prefer that over Lois Lane being a
you're right. That's like a segment of Superman comic book fans. You know how small Superman comic book fans are overall?
Yeah,
and it's not even that segment. It's another, yes, very funny. And this is another small segment of ones.
Yeah.
So that's what we're focusing on.
It's like you got this amazing actress that people love, and she kills it in the role, and she's so good on screen with the main actor, and they've got this chemistry that you can't force upon two actors, and we sideline them for fucking Jimmy.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna talk me into going to a 6.
I think you should probably.
I'm just
I
saying.
remember when somebody in the chat said Crypto the dog. We didn't need Crypto the dog. Was Crypto the dog probably put in the movie as like a character so the kids could like it? I hate it when movies do that shit. It's kind of like in that King Kong movie when they put that one like orange little gorilla in there, and he was going, ah! And they had that motherfucker on all the commercials just so the kids could be like, that's a funny monkey. I want to go watch King Kong. Is that why they had, you said kinda? Oh my God. He was the marketing material. Oh! So what did the dog do in the movie? I hate when marketing teams do that stupid corny ass shit. Let me put this stupid ass character so the kids could like it. Crypto has aura. Man, all right. Let me see what the fuck's going on Twitter now, bro. Damn. I have to see if I could like find a day to go watch that movie myself. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Should I go? Should I go? Should I stay or should I go? He helps save Superman. Aye, so he gets points. Alright. Hey, yo, Odwin!
Retro. Watch Batman v Superman.
We'll drag in.
I know, I gotta find time.
What I was promised was a day in the
Thank you,
life of
Tainted.
Superman film, which can be an amazing story almost like the Batman was. Maybe it's just me in chat, but I wanted the Superman that knows when to be Superman and knows when to be Clark Kent. Also, a side note, during production there was supposed to be a scene where Krypto got brutalized by the villains, but PP bitched about a villain doing a villain thing, so they changed it.
They should have done that
Krypto did
shit!
help a bit in the movie though.
You telling me they were about to beat that dog's ass on some mink? Oh, they should have done that shit. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, they should have beat the fuck out of that dog. Mink, 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 mink. You know how crazy that shit would have tugged at people's heartstrings? They would have been like, not the dog, bro. It would have been like that that Will Smith scene when he choked out the dog. My man said, bro, they should have done that to the dog, bro. Nah, that would have been crazy. You know how much people would have been talking about that movie? You know how fast that sounds fucked up. You know how fast I would have gone to the movie? Like, why are you here? You're here for Superman? Hell no, I'm here to see Krypto get his ass beat. Bro, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to see Krypto get the hands put on him. Oh my God. That sounds fucking funny. Oh, shit.
This water's not deep enough. You lied.
Oh my God, dude. All right, hold on.
Jordan, you lied. Jordan, you lied. Bitch, nope, I'm in the water. I'm black. Damn it, this does not help at all. Where is he at? I don't know, shit. I ain't finna go back up and see. There's no fucking way. I know. No. no, Jordan, there's no fun. This is that bullshit. This is that black love. This is that non-black privilege. Nah, fuck that.
Apparently
No, I'm
Henry
going.
Cavill
I'm going.
was
No,
human
Mr.
because he
Mr.
was
Man,
trying to
Mr.
still
Man.
save people even though he was being sad
Jordan.
because the
No, I'm
public
done.
was
No,
giving
no,
him
this-
shit. So he stoically kept going through the sadness.
No,
through
no,
imagery.
this is not how it's supposed to
But
work.
James
No,
Gunn
no.
literally has to make Superman say I am human.
Hearing a
I
bunch
have
of voices in
feelings
my
and
head.
That's what makes me human. So you mean to tell me James Gunn has to spell it out to make people understand?
Wait, you said apparently Henry Cavill was too human because he was trying to still save people even though he was being sad because the public was giving him shit. So he stoically kept going through the sadness through imagery. But James Gunn literally has to make Superman say, I am a human. I have feelings. And that's what makes me human. So you mean to tell me James Gunn has to spit it out to people to understand? Damn, bro. I don't know.
Watch this. It's gonna be some shit you've seen from like. Watch this. Watch the camouflage now. Watch this. Eye level gameplay. Eye level game. I learned this on Overwatch from a Junkrat main. I promise you. Watch this. Watch this. He can't see me. Y'all see me. I lied. Holy shit. Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna shoot him, right? Bang bang. I'm going. I'm dropping once. Then I'm gonna drop twice and we should be gone. Yeah. Alright, he's definitely chasing us, but we're gonna leave before that. It's alright. Oh goddamn. Oh goddamn.
Oh nah, he got him, bro. He was airborne as fuck. I never seen a dinosaur jump like that. I'd have been like, bro, take me away. Take me away.
Whoever this Fortnite nigga is. Yo.
Little nephew. Nephew. You can't hear me, nephew? I just want to say keep doing your motherfucking thing, nephew. Keep sticking out that gap for that motherfucking Rizzler, nephew. That's all.
Keep sticking out my gyat.
Oh my god. that was tough. That was a good one.
Oh my god. I wasn't ready for the nigga to be like, yo, nephew. That was crazy.
Somebody keeps saying bring Vulture Bird.
Is he in the shit again?
Yeah, he still is.
I gotta get a follow up on this.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. Doing shit like this in Discord is some of the scariest shit you could do, bro. Because it's kind of like you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get. You drag somebody into a voice room. You're like, hey, how's it going?
Hey, how are ya?
Hey, man.
Bruh.
You said,
Yo,
I'll be
Vulture
naked?
Bird. Yo.
What happened if y'all playing Tasty Chainsaw?
Play what?
Tasty Chainsaw. Hey, you in the blue. I think I know your people, boy.
You know my people? Who my people?
Yeah, boy, I think I know your folks. You got a nephew named Unc. They call him Unc like they call me Unc.
Yeah, you damn right.
That's some fire shit.
Yeah, he missing a leg or something from diabetes or something.
What?
Fuck.
Come on, bro.
Vulture Bird got you, bro.
No.
Vulture Bird got you.
No. Why did he say that?
Diabetes.
He lost his leg from diabetes.
Yo, you got a nephew named They call him like they call me
Why did he say that though? Fuck.
Yo, people, boy.
Nah, that nigga funny, bro.
Oh god. Vulture Bird,
Holy
you got it.
fuck. I was not ready for that. I'm gonna try Unc one more time, bro.
Unky.
Yo, Unky.
Uncle.
Unky.
Uncle.
Yo, Unky.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to work this shit, man. I was talking last time, y'all couldn't hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Who that is up there with that Nike jacket?
What's good, boy? What's good, boy?
What up, boy?
What up, boy? You say you know his people.
Man, his people, we go way back.
Boy, you know
Yeah.
that boy cousin with the laser eye.
Oh, yeah, you talking about little, what we used to call him? Damn, what his name was?
I don't even know his name.
Oh,
no, Papa. Yeah, Papa.
Papa, his brother, bro.
Yeah, Papa.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, we used to call him Papa because he had one big arm and one little arm. They used to keep a can of spinach in his coat pocket. He always had a spinach coat.
Always squeeze that can open.
Yo.
I know you're giving out 15, but I'm gonna need like 50.
What?
Yeah, I've been talking to this girl though. She younger than me, and I've been trying to use like the slang that y'all young cat use, and she won't take me back. I call it the slime, so I don't know.
called a slime? Nah.
Yo. I called her my slime, and she won't take me back now.
Can't be using that. No.
I can't say slime.
Can't be saying no,
you ain't slime yet.
Yeah, I got that from NBA YoungBoy. Like Charleston White said,
He sound old as hell. NBA YoungBoy. I ain't calling him no slime. Can't call the shorty slime. Oh my god. Man, Krillin, you lucky bastard. I think at some point she'll be playable. Maybe 5-year anniversary. Oh, you still? I feel like she's so important to the story. I don't know just yet. I don't know just yet. What the? Is this the squirrel girl? Her whole venom is her whole tail is a venom mouth. Ugh. But she got some thick ass venom cheeks. I'm about to dive in that shit. I'm not getting drafted for war.
Breaking. U.S. tensions rise at Iran as they respond to attacks from Israel. World War III trending globally.
Oh, hell nah. The draft? Again? Y'all got the nerve to talk about conscription like I ain't already fighting for my life.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Look, I ain't gonna lie. If a draft ever happens in the U.S., you know how much of us is going to retaliate and not go to that shit? I mean, you're going to have to drag me out my crib. They're going to be like, oh, then we're going to charge you for treason. You going to have to drag me out, bitch.
I'm just trying to afford a bag of hot Cheetos. I refuse. I respectfully decline. I'm not going. Hold up. Let me make this clear. There is no official draft right now. War has not been declared. And even if it was, the chances of a draft actually happening are pretty low. But if this whole mess turns into some multi-theater, globe-spanning, endgame type conflict and a draft somehow gets pushed through Congress, I'm pulling out all the disability. And all the tricks. My knee don't bend right. I got flat feet. I got anxiety, IBS, PTSD, an allergy to being outside. If all else fails, you can go ahead and arrest me. Hey, I'll do those 5 years in jail. I'll eat ramen, play Uno, and get
Bro, on God, bro. I feel like the only thing you really got to worry about if you go to jail is getting your booty taken. Like, let's keep it a stack. But I feel like if you go to jail, you got free rent, you get your own bed, you get food every day, you get a gym so you can get your fucking gains. The only thing you got to worry about in jail is getting your ass taken, right? Let's keep it a stack. So, realistically, it's like you either get drafted and go to war and most likely die, or be in jail for a couple years. I think I go to jail.
Real swole. In fact, I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. We'll flood the system. They can't arrest all of us.
Facts.
Process all them court cases at once. Them jails gonna be too overcrowded. What they gonna do? Suspend my license and passport? Okay. Hello, Uber? Deny federal benefits? Psh, screw student loans anyways. I didn't want that shit. What else? Reduce the age to enlist? Wait. But bruh, ain't it crazy how the second millennials and Gen Z finally get our turn out of adulthood? We get hit with back-to-back world-ending plot lines? Are you serious?
Facts.
First, it was the US versus Russia. Now it's the US versus Iran. Israel versus Iran. And guess who they want to throw in the middle again? Me! The fuck I gotta do with it? I don't even know how to spell Netanyahu without autocorrect. Why are these old-ass bottom burpers always pulling regular broke-ass civilians into international beef? You got billion-trillion-dollar governments throwing tantrums like 12-year-olds on Roblox. And the next thing you know, I'm in a flak jacket holding a gun like this. Last time I checked, I didn't start no war. Why the hell would I fight a war that got nothing to do with me?
Facts.
I didn't sign no treaty. I didn't slap nobody mama. I don't got no beef with Israel or Iran. I got beef with these fake-ass HR recruiters rejecting my job applications. You expect me to travel 6,000 miles to play laser tag with a real gun? Over what? Somebody else's beef? No. Why the hell should I fight a war that don't involve us? I ain't never bombed nobody. The only thing I ever launched was this damn YouTube channel. Subscribe, please.
Sir
These old motherfuckers fighting over land, oil, airspace, you name it. Meanwhile, I'm fighting bacteria as I spend $100 on 10 items at Walmart. Who got time for geopolitics when I'm over here negotiating with a self-checkout machine like it's a hostage situation? Here's a suggestion. Why don't y'all two lunatics just throw hands? Put Netanyahu and Ayatollah in the steel cage match. Let all these old rich motherfuckers fight, since they so damn eager. Y'all got all the smoke, all the energy, all the suits, talking the most shit to each other, then send us broke common folk to fight a battle we don't instigate. Bitch, y'all go to the front line, trying to send us struggling people to the trenches. Motherfucker, I'm already in the trenches. I can't put my goddamn degree to use because I can't get hired. I'm fighting for job interviews. I'm trying to schedule a deadness appointment with no insurance and deciding between rent or ramen. And now y'all want to add missiles to my to-do list? This ain't Mission Impossible. This Mission Insufferable. Ain't no Tom Cruise in this body. I'm more like Tom Confused. Lord, please.
Tom Confused.
Lord, please deliver this nightmare. Then here go the motherfuckers with the serve your country line.
Man, fuck those guys, bro. I don't care what anybody says. I remember when I was younger and I used to play Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and then Modern Warfare 2. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be one of the motherfuckers where I'd be like, hey, man, you're doing an honor serving this country, serving the United States. When I grew up, like I grew up, I was like, man, fuck the U.S., man. You think I'm gonna give my life for this fucking shit? Hell no.
Don't even serve me. Y'all want me to die for a country that won't even let me renew my license without a light bill, a DNA sample, and a referral from the governor?
Facts.
Fuck no. I could chip a tooth in battle, and then I'm gonna have to start a GoFundMe just to chew again. Fuck out of my face with that. Don't let them try to swindle you with that. You'll get college paid for bullshit. What if I hate school, huh? What if I get murked in action? Am I supposed to earn a posthumous degree in getting blown the fuck up? Now let me be clear on one thing. Salute to the real ones. To every single veteran who actually served, I got nothing but respect for you. Y'all did what most of us couldn't.
True.
What most of us wouldn't do. You didn't even have
Nah,
to.
true. Anybody who's actually like, you know, Army vet, anybody in the Army, anybody in the Navy, anybody that's a Marine, I appreciate y'all though, 100%. You know why? Because y'all got bigger balls than me. Y'all got bigger balls than a lot of people out here. Because best believe, if I was put in that scenario, I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. But the fact that y'all were saying, fuck it, I'm going to do that shit. And then y'all got y'all accolades and shit. And y'all enlisted and everything like that. I appreciate y'all, 100%. And I feel like what's fucked up, especially like about like the U.S. and stuff, is like when I see veterans like, you know, without a home, they're homeless and shit. I'm like, bro, if somebody put their lives on the line for this country, bro, give them, you gotta give them at least a house. There should be some shit where it's like, if you give up your, like I enlist into the military, I do my time or whatever, give me a fucking house. I don't care, bro. Give me a damn house or some shit. Getting your legs blown off for a charger, man.
But you did it anyways. And this country owes you a lot more than a free meal at Applebee's and some faded ass bumper sticker.
House.
You guys deserve peace. You guys deserve support. You deserve better than this repeated cycle of dumbass wars started by dumbass men who never faced any consequences.
True.
You damn sure don't deserve to watch the next generation walk into the same mess. Because this right here, this is desperation. Trying to draft a new generation when morale is in the fucking sewer? We're tired. We're broke. We're trauma bonded with our coworkers over how bad life got post 2020. Y'all told us things would get better. Instead, we got AI stealing jobs, $9 grapes, rent priced like mortgages, and the IRS doing backflips to find our last 50 motherfucking dollars. And then y'all got the bald nerve, Botox laced political scam and audacity to act like folks should just strap up and go die in a motherfucking desert? Bitch, even our standard of living is on life support. Folks are out here with broken backs and broken spirits. Why would people want to fight for a country that keeps lying to its people every other week? It's always us, the regular folks, who gotta carry the weight of rich people's temper tantrums. These crusty ass—
Was that Diddy?
Politicians argue over pipelines, border zones, and then when shit starts getting wicked, they start saying, let's draft Jamal from TikTok. Although he seems physically unfit and emotionally unstable, send him! You can go fight, you decrepit bag of bones. Y'all got all this ego, all these shiny bald ass heads, and army medals. This shit don't make any damn sense. To top it all off, all these mega rich bastards are building doomsday bunkers under Colorado with hydroponic lettuce to be shielded from this catastrophe while the rest of us populate the ground with our ashes. Oh, I see what it is. It's a global group project, and now the US trying to assign me the part where I run through the gunfire. Nope. I'm the guy who ain't show up. Motherfuckers out here talking about war like they don't already have people on the battlefield every damn day. We fight rent, credit scores, gas prices, racism, anxiety, etc. Y'all wanna add grenades to that too? Motherfucker, I can't even afford a therapist. What am I gonna do after I come back home with PTSD trying to understand the point of this battle? And that's if I make it home.
Facts.
Y'all want to start World War III? Go ahead.
But don't
I
put me in
already
it.
got my war. It's called life.
Facts.
Every day I wake up and go to battle with inflation. You think I'm gonna fight a war overseas when I'm losing the war at Kroger? I'm in the battle of unemployment. I'm battling microplastics that invaded my nuts.
I'm in the
after
battle
being
of
fed all this
unemployment.
FDA-approved bullshit. We're facing the war on rent, the great mental depression. The list goes on. We're not unpatriotic. We're just tired of being used up and being put last, bro. Tired of old men starting wars and young people being the ones sent to clean up the blood.
Preach.
So draft me if you want to, but just know, I ain't dying for you fuck-ass old devils with small country wealth and god complexes. Kiss the crack of my broke, overworked, underpaid
Since we
black
in the
ass.
era of AI,
I am
make
everyone.
mindless robotic
nobody,
soldiers instead of
I'm
drafting
gone.
humans with emotions. What's more debt?
Since we're in the era of AI, make mindless robotic soldiers instead of drafting humans with emotions. What's more debt? True. True. What is more debt? Join the lookout. Ooh, he posted this 2 weeks ago. I got you, Sir Popo. You got me. I like your editing style. You remind me of Degenerosity. The worst piece of fiction.
I thought I was done with this series.
Degenerosity! Let me get my water. Speak of the devil and he appears. Speak of the devil and he appears. Ugh. Your love, your love, your love is my drug. Your love, your love, your love. Your love, your love, your love is my drug. Snow White. Snow White, she said, evidently so. She said the movie Snow White is about a guy who stalks her. Weird. Damn, what happened to Ziegler, whatever her name is, bro? What happened to her? She said weird. You said, Corey, you had a good run, bro. Why is everybody saying that? Who got the video of that Corey shit? Ain't no way it's as bad as people are saying. I gotta see facts. I gotta see proof. Ain't no way. Who got the shit? I might as well just ruin my day and watch it now with the chat, bro. Let me just ruin my fucking day. An entire timeline, her abusive, manipulative, toxic relationship. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Nah, always knew something was off about. Oh, nah, here comes these fucking. Oh, here comes all these motherfuckers. Oh, hell. Nah, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
Still on. Still on.
It's still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
That fetish? Cory! Cory! Cory, please! Cory! Cory! Please, bro, this shit gotta be AI, bro. Yo, Cory gotta come out and be like, nah, this shit is all AI. This shit ain't me. Say on God, no! You don't know this was from the videos that you look back and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you.
Still on.
But this is a long time ago though. This was like 6 years ago, I feel like, probably.
Then I woke up again and it was all.
Did you watch me sleep?
There's gotta be AI, bro. Look at the area that they're in. This is the backroom shit where like that one freaking face chases you, the one that looks like Obunga or some shit.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was all.
Did you watch me sleep?
Nah, this shit AI. They're in that area where you run off and the fucking JPEG chases you, bro. Nah, this shit's not real, bro.
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something.
I'm in delusion.
Sleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Just don't worry about it.
Cory?
Good.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
Right here, it seems like he's just joking.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z. Where
They joking there.
you going with this?
They look like they were joking.
Bacon avocado. I dated Cory Kenshin. And he hurt me really bad. And I'm not the only one.
Alright. Let's jump down this rabbit hole. Let's jump down the rabbit hole. Let's jump down the rabbit hole. Dear Cory X Kenshin. Oh, here we go. Hold on. We're gonna dissect this shit right now. I don't want to do this, but I didn't want to do this, but I don't owe you my silence anymore. There's no clean way to start just with the familiar weight on my chest. Clip applauding someone who never showed up for me. What do you mean by that? I was just never part of your world publicly. You made sure I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible. Your followers eat up the whole man of faith image you push, but faith without basic decency is is branding. You talk about devotion, but you act like hurting people in private doesn't count. It's hypocrisy. You fool a lot of people, but not me. When I met you, I was at the lowest point in my life. I was still healing, trying to remember how to love myself and going on about it. I had all this love and nowhere to put it, and for a moment your attention made me feel seen. Okay. That's me crying so hard I can barely breathe. Okay. I'm not writing this because I still care. I mean, that's kind of cap. I'm not gonna lie, like let's start off right there. Don't say you're not writing this cause you don't still care. You still kind of care if you're writing this. I'm writing this because I've carried too much in silence. Okay. You ghosted me not because you were confused, but to teach me a lesson. You made me feel like I had to shrink just to earn a reply. Every move was calculated, even if I couldn't see it back then. Anytime I tried to speak up, you twisted into something wrong with me. And while I sat alone replaying every word, breaking myself apart, just trying to make sense of it, positive role model. Nights I cried quietly into the pillow, trying to convince myself that it wasn't bad. What did he do? You never showed up when it really mattered. You only came around when it was convenient, when you wanted something, when it was easy. But when I needed care, support, the bare fucking minimum, you vanished. That was your punishment. Silent distance, disappearing like affection was something I had to earn. Like loving you too loudly meant I needed to be put in my place. Okay. Make sure your absence was deeper cut. And the worst part, damage takes effort. So congratulations. Bro. What are you even talking about? Okay. Okay. I was just disappointed for not living up to your standards. I never asked for your money, your platform, your help, any of it. I just want to be treated like I mattered. Like a fucking human being. And I still give you the chance to be real. That version of you, the one who could actually care, you never fucking existed. Oh my god, nah, hold up. She yapping, bro. You said how long ago was the breakup? Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. From the footage that we saw of Cory with her walking into that thing, that looked like it was about, I'm guessing, about 6 years ago. That's what it's looking like. It's looking like damn near, like, before 2020 Cory, bro. Like, this is old. And then you're the one, grand fucking gestures. And then came your one grand gesture, flowers, candy, a teddy bear, and a card. The first thing you ever bothered to give me. The last thing that felt remotely real. Bro. The next day someone told me that they saw you in California with another girl. Okay. All I did was ask calmly, saying, I'm not the type of prior jealous or anything, but when details don't add up, I pay attention. But you snapped at me.
I'm not gonna lie. Cory had a different hairstyle in the video, along with seeing how crude dark humor jokes would be back in the day.
Yes.
There are so many old YouTubers that would joke like this and nobody ever got called out for it. Christianity has always been a #1 key component to use to frame a person as a terrible individual behind the scenes. I've seen this happen so many times in the most recent years. Chugga Conroy, Gem from the Splatoon community and more, /
Yo, thank you, Cal. I appreciate it. I mean, look, so far, from what I'm reading, she's doing a bunch of yapping. I feel like this all could have been in one document, but she's making me go through 100 slides, like, to read this shit. It's like, okay, but you snapped at me, alright, so she probably found out, or she's accusing him of cheating. I wasn't accusing you of shit, I just wanted the truth, but your reaction said everything, even if it really was your sister. No, maybe he reacted that way because he felt a certain type of way. Because it's like, for example, if you chilling somewhere and somebody's asking you, hey, are you cheating on me? Are you with another girl? I'll be like, bro, I'm chilling with my sister. Relax. We don't know the full story. That's why I want to wait on what he's going to say about it. The guilt always slipped out before you could cover it, so gave yourself away, and then you ghosted again. Kind of pattern this does to me. It rewires your nervous system. It teaches you not to trust softness, not to believe kindness. And okay, that was the real you, not the sweet, funny persona you flash on camera. Okay. Okay. I gave you the benefit of the doubt every time you used an excuse. I held like chaos and love. But you never offered. I kept handing you chances. Okay, part of it. Bro, don't tell me part 2 is going to be like this. I ain't reading all this shit, bro. You could have just made this one whole doc. Come on, dog. What the fuck is this? I lost it. Where the fuck did it go? Fuck. I lost it. Somebody in the chat posted it. Hold on. I'm scrolling back up. Fuck. Well, all right. So who had the link? Who had the link? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Oh, this is it. Thank you.
By the way, people are trying to tie up the times he went on hiatus and he was literally busy with his family, his mother's saloon/nail salon, taking vacations, etc. etc. He was also dealing with family passing Zik.
Bro, and then it's like, bro, then you're putting all these songs in here. Oh, mute the music, bro. Mute the music. Let me see this shit. Okay, this is where it gets worse. You see how easy, casually, like nothing you have ever done left a scar. Like you really had shattered me once, but it's just gotten bored. Yo, there's no way Corey said that shit. Yo, he said, "What's up? You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck your life up some more." What the fuck? Hell nah, bro. Yo, hell nah. Bro, my man moving like Future right now. What the fuck? He said, "Cause I'm trying to fuck your life up some more." Hold up. Wait a minute. What? That was a joke. Jeez, LOL. I'm just asking. Never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off. Oh my gosh. Like it was funny, like it was cute, as if the pain you caused me the first time wasn't real, the confusion, the trauma, the aftermath. Oh my gosh. Okay. I wasn't even surprised, just furious that you still had the audacity to crawl back like you were welcome. Okay. You came back because you wanted to back because fucking with me made you feel powerful. What year was this? Like in a relationship type of way or something else, like something else. It's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. I know that. It was just about to message you after a year and ask you to be my girlfriend. But I guess I was just a good fuck for you. Damn. When you said relationship, I thought you meant I was just gonna ask you out. Nah. Doesn't matter. You're with someone. That's how I felt at the time. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't have let you again. You wouldn't let me fuck again? No, I wouldn't. I don't fuck anyone double dumber. It's that I don't do it with just anyone because I was okay. Oh, I don't know. I got lumped into that category with a person that did that. Why is Master Chief so evil? Chill. Okay. You said you're never used for sex. I need you to make sure you understand that. Like I said, I didn't have my shit together. You love me? How's that possible? What the fuck? You said I love you back then, just didn't have my shit together. Really? You had the money, the car, everything. I mean, just because you have all those things don't mean that you can have your shit together. It could also be like mentally he wasn't at the right place either too. Because just because you have everything doesn't mean like, you know. You says you had every tool to be a decent human being and you still chose to be careless with someone you claim to love. But I mean, you gotta also remember, like, what we gotta know what year was this. I didn't have my shit together either, but I still showed up with heart, honesty, and with care. This is like a different girl in the thing. Wasn't he walking around with a different looking girl? What? The nurse called your name, and the moment you sat down, the words stopped making sense. TNB. What the hell? Stage 3A aggressive? What the fuck is? What the hell is this? Who got cancer? Oh, something else started happening to her? So the girl. That was the most passive aggressive cancel reveal ever, LOL. He said that shit? Damn. Hey, bruh. We're gonna have to hear Cory's side on this shit. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna have to hear Cory's side on this shit 100%. But then what I find weird too is that she keeps on saying like she ain't fucking with him, right? But then I feel like she keeps reaching out to him. Cause I feel like if she was going through that situation, right, even though she said, "Oh, I needed closure from you," I feel like you didn't have to hit him up if he was doing all that shit to you and annoying you. You know what I'm saying? If he was doing all that shit and making you feel that specific type of way, you said she loves him. That's hard to let go. Damn, Tainted. I'm about to give you a hug. Shit. My man Tainted, I like that. Tainted seeing some things. I like that. Say, glad I have someone by my side to correct me. Cory's side is going to be him announcing another hiatus. God. Let me see. You knew my fucking story. You know I've already been going through hell. You watched your own mother go through it. You saw what it did to your own family. Oh no.
Not gonna lie, the only thing in this entire thread that looks bad is the first video of him saying that he did something to her when she was sleeping, and we can't 100% tell if he was joking or not. I think
He said he was
best
joking.
wait until more evidence comes out.
The video thing, I think they made it clear that it was a joke. I think he even said it in the video. I'm joking. I'm joking. I think so. So I think he should be fine. Even after I cut the cord, I couldn't breathe. Oh my gosh. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. This shit getting dicey. This shit getting dicey. We're in part 3, the final part. Oh wait, let's see the messages first. Oh no, I think we've seen these messages. I always use something. Yo, that's crazy. The music, bro. Stop. Okay. I'm skimming. What the heck? She's talking about the N, and they were calling the N out. He says, so far it just sounds like these two are need complete isolation from each other because they're toxic. I mean, look, my thing so far from what I'm seeing, everything here is that this seems like it was a scenario where she wanted something a bit more serious and Cory was more of like a, you know, he kind of had her as like a ting. You know what I'm saying? Like a ting on the side. Cory, from what everything, even from the way he's talking and the way he's joking around, exactly an option. He kind of had her as kind of like a side piece, like, hey, I'm here, I'm fucking around with you, we having a good time, yeah, I got feelings for you, but I'm not taking anything serious. She was taking everything serious though. You could tell wholeheartedly she was taking everything 100% serious, but he kind of was like having her on a back burner type shit where, like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of guys sometimes do this, sometimes girls do this too, where like when you're in a scenario, especially when you're young and you very like, you be like, hey, bruh, you hit her up as like a booty call, and then if you know shorty got feelings for you, you be like, hey, bro, I'm kind of bricked up like a metapod right now. You want to come through? We smash, we chill for a little bit, and then you send her on her merry way, and you be like, hey, bruh, we had a good time or whatever, we chilling. But then she probably caught a lot more feelings Then Cory probably was kind of like, hey, bro, I'm enjoying your company. I'm fucking around with you, but I'm not taking you 100% serious and being like, because they also even said in the text messages, like, there was never like a confirmation that they were boyfriend and girlfriend. They were just fucking around. That's what it seems. There was never like a, yes, you are my girlfriend. You are locked in with me. You are my girl. No. So far from what it seems like it was a fuck buddy type of situation, friends with benefits type of situation. And she caught more feelings. And then, like, I guess when shit didn't go down the way that she wanted it to, Cory kind of like came off as like a jokey tone. That's why the way I see that one text where he just comes back and he's like, hey, bro, you with that guy? The one where they showed where he's like, hey, are you taken? And she's like, no, why? And he's like, oh, because I'm looking to fuck your life up a little bit more. I could already tell, like, it's giving like friends with benefits type of vibes. Like, yo, I'm back. I'm trying to get some pussy. You know what I mean? So, okay. He said they had the full story and somehow and knew before he could interact with me. That's when things started to click. This was just a behavior and had done this before. It turns out she had a reputation in your space. So I didn't know. Digging, meddling, and twisting things. That was the problem. You're aware with that happening. You never asked me what was going on. What? Other woman you hurt? What other woman? Caprice said me. This was never about revenge. This is about accountability. Why didn't I leave? Because I was human. Yeah, she was in love. That's why.
Man, we just reading someone's public diary at this point. Link.
True. I ain't gonna lie, she yapping. She is yapping. If this is the whole thing, I'ma be honest, bro. Man, look. You said, I mean, this fuckboy behavior is literally shit people get praised for. Unless Cory is actually doing shit non-consensual, then he didn't have anything wrong aside from being a fuckboy. Look, I'm not gonna lie, that's literally how I feel. I feel like this scenario is one of those things where he was a fuckboy. Cory was probably most likely in a part of his life right now where, you know, he had a lot of clout, he has a lot of money, and you can imagine girls probably, like, want to interact and chill with him. Cory probably, I ain't gonna lie, bro probably had a roster. Let's keep it a stack. Because if Cory didn't take her that seriously like that, I wouldn't be surprised. Because if this girl's mentioning, oh, other girls, I'm like, hey, bro, he turned into a high value dude, and he just started fucking around. Am I gonna say it was a good thing to do? No, obviously, because you got to take into consideration people's feelings, because her feelings got hurt, and the way that she feels, it's her feelings, and she's justifiable. I mean, she's justified to feel how she feels. But I feel like her coming out like this, I'm not gonna lie. A part of it, I feel like she's coming out like this is because she knows Cory is a big content creator and it's going to get a bunch of eyes and clicks on it. Because let's keep it a stack. If Cory was a regular ass, nobody ass motherfucker on the internet, she wouldn't have come out with this. She would have just had to suck it up and just move on with her life. Because realistically speaking, a lot of people go through shit like this in life, and you're just going to have to take the L and just learn from these situations and just move on. That's all you can do. It sucks. I'm not going to lie. Heartbreak does hurt. Loving somebody and then having affection for somebody does suck. I mean, it doesn't suck, but it hurts when you get your heart broken. But I don't know, bro. You say it just sounds like he has a roster being a fuckboy player. I'm indifferent about it because plenty of guys and plenty of girls do this. That's what I'm saying. That's why realistically, me looking at all this information, I can't be out here saying, cancel Cory Kenshin, get your pitchforks, burn his channel to the ground. It's one of those things where it's just like, it's unfortunate. And then, like I said, also, from how the text messages looked, they never looked like they were locked in, as in they were girlfriend and boyfriend. I think they were friends with benefits. So if it was a friends with benefits kind of thing, she can't even be that mad. If she caught feelings, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's unfortunate. Because this feels like it was a friends with benefits type of situation. You said, what was the thing that he did to his ex in his sleep? Bro, it was you could tell the video was a joke. If people take that video literally, the one where he was, they were laughing at the end. They were laughing at the end. That was 100% a joke video. If people take that video at face value and really think, oh my God, he did something to her in her sleep. People are taking it literally. Oh my God, bro. People that are taking it literally probably, man, crazy. Because so far, I feel like that video, when I saw it, they even laughed at the end. Let me see if I have the, where's it at?
I'm still on.
And this is a different girl compared to this girl, right? Or are they the same girl? Nah, they gotta be the same girl. They got the same nose.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was awful.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
What
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Just don't worry about it.
Cory?
Good.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out.
He said he didn't do nothing. They joking.
On the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
Nah, they were joking. You could tell by the tone of their voice, they were joking. They were joking. She was laughing. He was laughing. He even said at the end, no, I didn't do anything. They were both laughing. This is like couples kind of videos. If people, this video is a nothing burger, bro. If people really look at this video and say, look, he did something, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, that video, he didn't do nothing, bro. And she was laughing with him in the video. You said when Chuck Conroy was getting canceled, everybody was looking back at all the moments that he had another YouTuber in different ways until like it came out that they were dating and it was just awkward flirting. People will always change perspectives and opinions on things that they thought were harmless in the past. Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. This guy says Rakai better. Oh my God, bro. You good, Mud? Yeah, people are going to be bugging. People are going to be bugging. Oh, man. Well, damn. We might be getting another Cory hiatus. We might be getting another Cory hiatus. You know what, chat? We're going to react to the Degenerosity video, and then I got to end stream. Degenerosity react, and then we're ending stream. Let's go. Oh. We're back.
I thought I was done with this series. I thought as soon as I made my vid on it some time ago, I would be moving forward with my life. Get my degree, start a broken family, you know, move towards a positive direction. Then come to modern day, I've achieved neither of those goals. World War III is about to start, and the worst story I've ever read somehow became even worse. A while back, I made a video on the Rent-A-Girlfriend manga, saying my piece on why I think it's the biggest piece of doodle I've ever had the misfortune of witnessing. And if you're blessed enough to not experience this series or watch my video on it, let me give you a quick synopsis.
Bro, I don't care what anybody says. That's also another anime I'm trying to avoid. Rent-A-Girlfriend, I ain't watching that shit. Nope. You says peak? Rent-A-Peak?
Rent-A-Girlfriend is about a man named Kazuya who rents a girlfriend, her name is Chizuru, after his ex broke up with him. Then he starts going around telling people that it's his real girlfriend. Then shenanigans go down. He also got this other Rent-A-Girlfriend that's obsessed with him, and they're dating cause she's blackmailing him, threatening to expose his fake relationship with Chizuru to all of his friends and family. That's basically the story. He also in love with Chizuru the entire time, so it's like a journey of a will they, won't they get together at the end. It's a fairly simple story that the author somehow stretched out into damn 400 chapters. Last time I talked about this manga, I was complaining on how there was no progress in the story and character development was non-existent, especially with the main character. This dude is a certified goof. Imagine a man that Cash App's IG models his paycheck just to get a heart on his DM and left on scene. And he's still—
Hell no. Fellas, please don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
Still does it again when the next direct deposit hit. That's the type of lame we're dealing with. I'm not trying to repeat all the same complaints I did on my last video, but since the 200 chapters I read then, the chapters have almost doubled. And the same thing is still going on.
A 2-pack of ass.
Almost nothing happened since then, except the 2 major recent events. Events that the story has been leading up to since the start. Those are the events I wanted to talk about today. So here's the update. On chapter 316, Kazuya officially—
You telling me... Yo, he said... You telling me from chapter 1 to 315, nothing happened. Now you telling me 316 is the chapter here about to talk about where something of importance gets the ball rolling. No way.
He asked Chizuru out on a real date that he don't gotta rent her for. And she says yes. This is some groundbreaking—
Wait, what? You waited 316 chapters to finally ask the girl out? So you telling me all those other chapters he never asked Shorty out? Yo, so that was just straight edging. 315 chapters of just edge.
In progress. We 300 plus chapters into a romance, we got our first date. And for the next 70 plus chapters, it's all about this first date. That's over a year in real time spent on this one event. About a 30 chapter arc of Kazuya planning out and getting him prepared for the date, then another 30 chapters of the date itself. Now, I didn't read all these chapters. My brain can only mentally handle so many lobotomies. I only read the chapters of the actual date, which is 29 chapters so far of me recording.
The date is 29 chapters? Nah. So you telling me like small segments of like, I called her an Uber. I'm waiting for the Uber to pick her up. I wonder if the Uber is gonna show up on time. Is it raining? Is all that considered like one chapter? How long are these chapters?
I read these chapters and was instantly reminded why I hate this train. Why is Kazuya still dating Ruka? There is no reason for them still being a thing. The only reason why he was forced into the relationship because she was threatening to expose him. But now in the story, Everybody already knows about their rental situation and nobody really cared. So why is he still dealing with this? He don't even like her like that. She just in the way of everything. Anyways, during the chapters of the date, they're exactly how I expected them to look. Kazuya in his inner thoughts, gawking over how good Chizuru looks for multiple pages, him acting mad awkward in conversation. Bro, we're still doing this 380 chapters in. Who is finding this entertaining? Who are the day one fans that are still eating this up? Your brain gotta be fried by now. Cause I felt miserable to come back and read the same trash that I dropped 3 years ago for the same problems it has to this day. Some things never change. And it's unbelievable that the author has somehow stretched this date into 30 chapters and it's still technically ongoing. How do you do it? This is not even the worst part yet, because I haven't gotten to the main thing that had everyone talking online about it. It's how I even found out this manga is still going on. In the latest chapter, Chizuru and the goon go have a talk at the end of the bridge. And there she tells him that she might like him too. Bro, this could be an endgame moment for the entire series. Only for her to say,
"Ooh, I love panels like this, yo. Yo, when the art gets serious, this is a double page panel right here in the manga. You gotta open up the whole shit like this. Eee! Gotta love that shit, bro.
This could be an endgame moment for the entire series. Only for her to say, not right now.
We 316 chapters plus, and you telling me I still can't, we can't still be together? At that point, I'm getting with the girl I rented for realsies. The one that was about to blackmail me. I'm cracking her tonight. Cause ain't no fucking way. This is 360 plus chapters in. Ain't no way.
Which is other words for no. Bro, I use that excuse all the time. Maybe later. Nigga, that mean never. Bro, this is like if Luffy found the One Piece and the One Piece turned out to be the friends we made along the way. This bullshit! And I'm not mad because she said no. That man is a gooner and likes to sit in Adam 22 chairs at the motels. It's not like anyone owes anybody a relationship either. Like what Kazuya feels towards Chizuru at this point doesn't even feel like love, it feels like an obsession. Like this dude has been fiending over her since the start of the story, willing to do anything for her and to stay by her side, even when it's at his own detriment and he's at risk of ruining all the relationships he has around him. And you might be saying, oh, he's just doing this because he's a nice guy, he's a good guy. We all know what he wants. So no, I'm not mad that Chizuru said no. The reason I'm mad is because this whole series is one big waste of time. Almost 400 chapters of being down bad and lollygagging, and then there's gonna be 300 more chapters of the same thing until another confession happens, and maybe they'll get together on that one. Probably not. And you know what's worse? It's been reported that this dude has spent a whopping equivalent of 250,000 US dollars on her. Now, I don't know
how the hell they got those calculations. Bro spent 250K on shorty and got no yams? Bro got no yams, no kissy wissies, no fondle bondles, no booty grabs, nothing? What? That's insane.
True this is, but doing my own research, I'ma start believing shit. And if this is true, bro, end it all. Okay, some dude on Reddit did the math and Kazuya had only spent a few bands of his own money on her, but that's still a lot. He could have bought this 2004.
Oh, it's only like 3,000? Okay, never mind. Bro, man, y'all made it sound like, yo, I said 250K. Okay, look, 3,000 is still some money. But we're talking about in a span of over 300 chapters. So that's not that bad. But he still should have at least gotten a kiss or something.
Ford Mustang I found on Facebook Marketplace for that amount of money he spent on her. Only to get no buns. And those are the chapters so far.
True.
Bro, I don't know what it is with this author stretching out this story into infinity. Maybe he loves the characters and stories so much that he doesn't want to let them go. I don't know. He can make other series with other characters he can grow to love, and he's already done this. He made a new series while working on Rent-A-Girlfriend not too long ago. It's titled The Shinji Family Children, a completely new romance manga by him. Let me read you a summary of it so you know what it's about. The story follows Arata Shinji, the eldest son of the Shinji family, who lives with his 5 sisters and a younger brother. Arata has always been tossed around by the whims of his sisters, and yet that does not stop him from viewing them as his precious family members. The hell does that mean? However, everything is changed when their father reveals that the siblings are not related by blood.
Hell no, bro. What kind of incest fucking... Bro, what? Did they know each other since birth? Nah, Sir Luck said, I fucked... No. Did they know each other since birth? Yes? No, that's fucking weird. Look, if I knew you since birth, and we grew up, right, the whole time, and we being told we siblings, and then, like, we hit the age of, like, I don't know, bro, like, what is this show gonna be based off? Like, okay, let's just say because it's anime Japan, they're gonna be like age 16, 17, right? And then you gonna tell me, oh, you know what, by the way, y'all not really siblings. You think a flip of a switch not gonna go off in my head and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna try to crack that shit tonight. Hell no! Me, I'm gonna be like, we not related? That's why we had different hair color. That's weird. All right, we're just gonna carry on like life continues. I ain't gonna get into a weird headspace of, oh, I'm gonna try to crack some buns now. No, bro, I grew up with you. We basically siblings. Oh my God, what the fuck kind of shit? Look at this. This face right here is the perfect...
Everything is changed when their father reveals that the siblings are not related by blood. And Arata now needs to deal with this newfound situation. Bro, are you good? You know, when I first started reading this, I was actually a little bit excited and hopeful that the confession would mean something. Because at this point, this is just abysmal. There are rumors that are saying it's ended. It has not ended yet. The author has made no announcements of when the series will end. So as far as we know, this could just be the first half. There's also more rumors saying that he's not ending the series because he's in love with Chizuru. And even though I don't really understand the things he says on Twitter, I really hope this is not the case. Bro has a wife and kids. I'm actually at a loss for words right now. What more can I say on this that hasn't already been said? I'm not gonna lie, this has been a pretty bad week for me. The Pacers lost. It's 1,000,000 degrees outside. My car got towed. And I had to read 30 more chapters of this bullshit just for this video. I wanna die! I'm never reading it again. Not even if another confession happens, bro. Just no more. Just no more. I'm never letting my morbid curiosity take the best of me. Anyways, that's kind of all I wanted to say. And in conclusion, I'd rather be reading One Piece.
Facts. Or My Hero. Thank you, Degenerosity. You know what? When Degenerosity has an update on Rent-A-Girlfriend, I'm definitely gonna watch that video. God damn, bro. And in conclusion, we gotta end stream, chat. Thank you guys for coming through. Time to end because I gotta go to work in the AM. Good short stream
today. The worst
today.
part is that Chizuru actually does like Kazuya back, but she for some reason just wants to continue being a rental girlfriend. The premise of this manga isn't even that bad, but problem is that the author just likes to draw out this manga for no reason.
You said Chirisu actually does like Kazuya, but for some reason she just wants to continue being a rental girlfriend. Maybe it's because she feels like if she becomes the actual girlfriend, the spark is gonna go away. Maybe that's the whole point of Rent-A-Girlfriend. I think the Rent-A-Girlfriend's whole shtick is the edging. She legit loves him back. I think it's the edging. She has issues to work on. Kazuya nutted in a pool thinking about her getting... You lie. You lie.
Bye, have a good night, Mr. Streamer. Have a good night, BTW.
Yo.
When is next spooky stream?
Ooh, true. True, we have to do a spooky
In
stream.
conclusion, time
We
to
gotta do
watch
spooky
Batman
stream
v
soon.
Superman.
He not lying. I'm not looking it up. I gotta end, chat. It's 11:46. I have to end. He said look it up. All right, I know. Okay, I'll believe you. Y'all telling the truth. I'm not looking up no chapter where do nothing in a pool. Be like, oh, I gotta search it up. Nothing in a pool. Rent a girlfriend. Like, come on, man. I don't want to see it. All right, chat. All right, we end. Thank you for everybody who came through. Shout out to everybody who came through, contributed, show love overall tonight. Thank you for the ad watchers, the subbers, the lurkers, the people who chatted. Yo, also, I bought myself some new Galaxy Buds. I know these shits ain't the new ones, but bro, these shits, yo, I finally got these over the AirPods. Fuck AirPods. You don't know how fast I threw the AirPods in the garbage, bro.
Yo, guys, I just got here.
What, Golden Kappa train? What the fuck? Nah, bro. Bro, Golden Kappa train at the end? Oh, GG's. GG's, bro. Nah, I'm ending. Fuck that shit. Fuck Golden Kappa, fuck you. You chose the worst possible time. Heck no. Man. Alright. Nah, bro, we gotta end. We gotta end. I'll see you guys next time, okay? I'll try to come back. I gotta continue streaming. My goodness.
Link where we at now. Yo, what's up guys, I just got here. I'm taking a shit. Anyways, chill stream, Iceberg, Dr. Stoner, Snyder Cut, Jack Off and
Yo, too much! No.
Young man.
Maxwell is willing to speak in front of U.S. Congress about the Epstein files. Cory's trending. Damn. Yo, thank you, Tainted, for the bits. Oddity, Mark, Majora, Electric. Thank you. Yo, imagine Cory comes out and he a thug about it in his channel. Dude starts off his video, he does no jokes. Bro just comes on camera and Cory's just like, alright guys, so we had somebody on TikTok come out. Yeah, she was my girlfriend. I'm keeping it a stack. She was a side piece. I'll be like, she was a side piece. I was cracking and it was smacking. It is what it is. Things happen. It was like 6-7 years ago. She clout chasing. Now you trying to get me out of my bag when I'm working on Monsters We Make. Yo, he's like, hey man, I'm trying to make my manga. I ain't got time for this shit. Yo, now he has to upload, bro. He low-key has to upload, man. So, or he got to make his 100 video goal. Oh my god, man. All right, so we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen with the Epstein files. We're gonna have to see what's gonna happen with all these freaking news about crazy shit in the political sphere. We gotta see what's gonna happen to Cory. There's so much shit we gotta find out, bro. You said imagine this a ploy to make Cory upload. You said, boy, they ain't doing shit. Elmo got hacked too. You said Elmo got hacked? Shut up. Elmo. Yo! Elmo released the files at Real Donald Trump. Child fucker. What? Elmo was wildin'. Elmo says. I almost read it. I'm in this stream chat. Thank you guys for coming out, bro. I almost read it in his voice. I almost read it in his voice. Bro, there's no way. That's insanity, bro. What the fuck is going on? There's so much crazy shit happening all at once, bro. Say it or end stream. You want me to say it? Bro, hell no. You don't. I'm gonna end stream. Let me not say nothing. Have a good night, chat. I love and appreciate y'all, okay? Stay safe, stay warm, or stay cool. BVS. BVS. What's a BVS? Thank you, Taint That. I don't know what a BVS. Oh, Batman versus Superman. I gotta watch that shit soon, bro. I gotta watch it soon. There's too much things to watch all at once. Have a good night, chat. We love cucks. I cannot believe this.